Hello. How goes? Yo, my camera. Configure video. What did I change earlier that made it so bright? White balance? No. Backlight composition? No. Does this have massive gain? Yep. Hello, how goes? Today we got a fun stream. It's gonna be a multiplayer mini stream where we're just gonna play a few ranked matches. I played a tournament yesterday, annihilated by the way. And yeah, we're gonna use buff spells only. Starting off with your favorite, the Lore of Fire. I'm gonna try some Empire shenanigans, and then we're gonna go on to like, can I try every lore today? Actually, you know what I want to try? I want to try Kislev first. Screw it. Mrs. Stanky here has some pretty cool debuffs and buffs. Yeah, minus armor. Look at that. Hell yeah. Curse of the Ancient Witch. That's a debuff. So I'm gonna try that. Oh, that's a direct damage spell. I can't use that. Let's see here. You know what? Yeah, let's have some fun with it. Crown of Claws. Dwarfs, please. 100%. Yeah, we got the missile resist. We got oh, when she's casting, it gives spell resist. Height and -4 leadership. God dang. All right, yeah. So we're gonna try Curse of the Ancient Witch. Maybe it's sick. Forbidden Fens. 5 Winds of Magic. Affects all units. Apparently. Sure, let's decrease their vigor. That sounds kind of hype. And then we have yeah, I'm gonna Griffin Legion them. I'm gonna archer them to death. Right? They're just a bunch of Wood Elves. So if he brings a tree man, he's gonna die to my archers. That's the idea. Hey DB, what's up? See, you should at least double the duration of buff spells to make them viable. Yeah, no one uses them in multiplayer, man. Let's see. I think right now the meta is like wind spells, vortex spells, rampage. It's mostly rampage. Let's be real. Interesting. What else? I guess I just go full rush with the range build. It's been a while since I played a lot of land battles, ain't it? Oh, he ready. Oh, he ready. Sure. Good enough. The Griffin Legion. Yo, Griffin Legion's hype. Turns out spells that do damage are good. But why don't I just do damage in multiple steps? Easy peasy. Try the buff spell that no one really uses. Yeah, we're doing all of it. Speed and charge bonus from Lore of Tempest. Ooh, okay, yeah, I got to try more Kislev games. They got a lot of lores. Kislev is crazy. They have 3 unique lores of magic that no one else can use. Crazy sauce. Also, making my YouTube short the other day, my mic is totally peaking when I get too excited. I gotta be like, push the mic away. Is this good? Can you still hear me? What if I speak really loudly? Like I'm like, oh my goodness. Is it peaking? How was that? Is it good? Yeah, 3 unique lores of magic and like 4 good spells. Yeah, what's with the unique lores and sucking? Is it just me or do the unique lores kind of suck? Audio's pretty fine. Hi. Hell yeah. Alright, let's do it. He has 1,000,000 units. Good to know. Was it Glade Guard spam? What is this infantry spam we are witnessing? Skaven are good though. Oh, well, we'll try out the Skaven magic. So what is this? Effect range. Oh, okay. So it's 55 meters. 55 meters and it's a slow. Reduces vigor. Interesting. That's his army? That's it? I guess that makes sense. I don't know. It seems kind of tiny. How expensive is your Drycha? Only a little expensive. Well, I can get some pot shots off at the beginning. Okay, okay. Estankia, can you... can you calm down for 1 second? She just keeps talking. It's freaking me out. Oh. Alright, so here's the play, right? We debuff the tree armor. Infinite value, right? Fortunately, these guys don't have a lot of range, these ambushers. Very little range. Wait a second. He's leaving his front line is literally all dryads. I could probably get some work done there. Okay, here we go. Debuff their armor. Hit him up. Ah, he has some wild hunters here, I see. Is he gonna micro them? It appears not. Oh, it's a missile? No, that's her shot. Okay. Hey, look at that. Get wrecked. 0 armor dryads. You'll love to see it. That slow doesn't stick to units. Oh, God. Interesting. Ah, there's the rest of his army. All right. Well, that makes a little more sense then. Wish I had the armor debuff for these guys. That would have been sick. Okay, yeah, that didn't do much more than a burning head, did it? Admittedly, it was kind of jank. It was not the greatest representation of damage. Like, honestly, these guys are already doing work on those dryads. What am I really getting more done here? I don't know, but hey, look at that. Estankia's doing all right. We did shoot him up. Here we go. Debuff him. Wild hunters. Welcome to 0 armor. Let's look at that damage bonus. Here we go. Look at that. Look at that. Massive damage. Holy crap. Oh my goodness. I've never seen more damage in my life. What if we reduce the vigor? Get vigor reduction. Oh, there's a dryad summon. Hey, look at that. It did kill them. They did actually, you know, they took about a quarter HP damage. It's not bad. Alright, alright. I was kind of hyped about the Estankia debuffs. They are a little bit less exciting than I thought they'd be. My cavalry's also kind of getting wrecked here. It was very okay. We did rout him off though. 1 Pit of Shades versus 3 Arbor debuffs. Here's the thing though, right? Most of his army's kind of wiped now. There's actually not too much left here. I should just be able to shoot them up with the archers. As long as the cavalry work as counter archery, I should be okay. Dang, those malevolent dryads, huh? Kind of crushing it. I don't have a lot of cav left. Oh, I have. Oh, that's why. The chasing off is wild hunters. No wonder. Screw it. We're using Estankia. We're using Mother Estankia to get this working. Melee mode Estankia. Reduce their leadership more or their vigor. My bad. Yeah. Oh boy, today's gonna be a long day, ain't it? Today's gonna be a bit of a long day. I can feel it in my bones. It's fine. We'll find some good buff spells. I think Tomb Kings are definitely one where it'll go well. Strix, thank you for the good luck. Oh, we gotta pull back here. I gotta pull back. At least it's all infantry now. At least it's all infantry, so I should be able to just kill them with my cavalry and archers here. Right? Like the cav charges the infantry that's chasing my guys to slow them down. Here we go. Another big armor reduction. Gonna bring them down to 0 armor for my sick charges. Let's see here. How's this going? Dryad slowly getting peppered. I think we definitely win this. I'm pretty sure his Pit of Shades were more effective. But I'm still pretty sure we win this, so that's pretty nice. Hey, look at that. Archers cooking. These dryads going down. Thank goodness I got that armor debuff. Greenskin's got some pretty good melee buffs. Yeah, I should use, I should play Greenskins. They also have 2 unique lores of magic, which is pretty hype. How's the cav doing? How's the cav doing? Okay, we gotta bring them in. Here, it's Estankia and a couple archers. I have a lot of infantry to clear, but we have time. I am made out of time. We have a couple units of cav left. This 34 unit of Griffin Legion's gonna kill it. Doesn't she have can't she give vigor? Yeah, she can give vigor for 21 seconds. Hype. So that's gonna be pretty good. Just a big old vigor buff for my poor cavalry. Let's go. Estankia can kill all of this herself. She's pretty close to it. I don't know. She's kind of. I didn't bring a heal on her because healing is not buffing. But yeah, she's a little squishy. She's a little squishy. Can these archers stop moving up, please? Everyone guard mode, one time. There we go. There we go. All right. And then the vigor increase. Boom. Huge strider. Unspottable. It's stealth cavalry height. These guys really gotta start marching up, man. They just keep walking forwards. They're asking for death. All right, there we go. Look at that vigor buff. They are now only very tired. Huge. Absolutely freaking massive. Why? Oh boy. All right, here we go. I still got the armor debuff. That can be pretty hype. We gotta get a little bit of work in there. The jank is real today. This is what happens when Enticity plays non-meta. Everything's janky. Hell yeah, look at that. 0 armor. Let's go. All right, Estankia. Let's not waste her range ammunition. This is a good test, though. It's a good test. We get to figure out what's good and not. I'm definitely never bringing Mother Estankia to a tournament ever again. She's a little jank. Okay, there's a little bit of deeps going on here on my cav. It's fine. They can still run cleanup crew. Couple eternal guard. They don't even got shields, I think. Yeah, they don't even have shields. They're unshielded eternal guard. Dang. All right. Get them, cav. Get them, boys. Did you get a shot in here? This feels like a very apt debuff for me if we're just laddering. Does she still shoot when she has fire at will off? It's another thing I asked CA to fix ages ago. Come on, come on. If she shoots, it means it's janky. What, she has 5 ammo? Oh, Drycha. Dang, she really has a lot of Melkoths, man. It's fine, though. It's fine. It's too bad we can't really track the damage. It's very hard to track damage with buff spells. We just kind of have to hard calculate it. Is there much difference between Warhammer 2 and Warhammer 3? Yeah, Warhammer 3 has loads of quality of life changes. Way bigger map. At this point, Warhammer 3 is mostly regarded as just a better Warhammer 2. Yeah, because of all them buffs. Yo, it's kind of crazy the balance of power though. Are you kidding me? Why is the balance of power so garbage? Come on, we win this. We totally win this. It's because my ammunition sucks right now, that's why. Well, that's bad. Hopefully my my cav here can get some cleanup. If I get army lost, that would suck. Drycha's also hard carrying balance of power wise. I just need this one archer unit to use up their ammunition. We're just gonna ignore Drycha. Yeah, Drycha has a lot of health. Come on, chase him down. Get the guard mode off. Once you get our cav in, that's gonna help. Give him the debuff. Oh, you're kidding me. Army losses? What is this garbage? Holy crap. Yo, I had that one, man. Can I pull back? Can we pull back out of army losses? You're kidding me. The Drycha army losses? Come on. Bring it back, boys. Bring it back. You got this. We lost all of our cavalry. Oh, my goodness. The brutality. Mother Estankia, you had so much potential. Oh my goodness. All right, well, there you go. This one loss. Like I said, quick stream today. Quick stream. Let's go Greenskins next. I feel like Greenskins will do well. Oh my goodness. Yeah, my archers had so much ammo. I didn't play it perfectly, but my goodness, that was a rough time. Your YouTube short with the Zine spell was fantastic, by the way. Oh, thank you. It took a lot of work getting the positioning right. It's mostly like something like that much work though, but happy you saw it. Thank goodness. I've been trying to play into the YouTube shorts more now. And then my main format's gonna be the spell series, still taking forever. I'm running way over time on it. Yeah, there's a few bugs and glitches in Warhammer 3, but like Warhammer 3 still has so much more quality of life. Everyone that said that they've returned to Warhammer 2 has said that Warhammer 3 is just better. It's just a better time. Playing some Dom games as well. Yeah, we got Conquest and Domination. There's no tournaments today I gotta worry about, right? Total Tavern. I've been playing so many tournaments lately. I need like a rest day. Turin's definitely not gonna host, right? Let's see here. Okay, yeah, it's just a Conquest tournament. I can skip a Conquest tournament, that's fine. If you guys want to stream snipe, by the way, feel free to. Or if you want to request a 1v1, I'm happy to do so. Just let me know and I'll get a lobby. We're doing unmodded. Any tips for playing Tzeentch versus Wood Elves? Kite? Yeah. Mostly you want to go for Chaos Knight Lances, I'd say. If you want to spam that, you want to spam the Centaurs, right? Just get a lot of cavalry. And some fast infantry or shielded infantry. So you can either bring a bunch of warriors of chaos and just march up, or you can bring Forsaken and try to catch them. Both will do all right. We're up against Bird. Okay, Greenskins are hype. It's Wood Elves again. Everyone's playing Wood Elves. All right. Now, what's the most buff-tastic Greenskin? It's Wurzag. We got Fistagork. We got Here We Go. We can give ourselves 1 million melee attack. Now, here's the thing. Melee attack buffs improve based on your damage. He has too much magic damage. Yeah, Mumbo Jumbo Chant. Let's go. That's an extra 25% height. All right, so here's the thing. Black Orcs, obviously, 50 damage. If you look at some other green boys, though... Okay, yeah, no, it's just Black Orcs, right? So this is what we do. We get the maximum number of Black Orcs, which is 5. Holy crap. And then Wurzag is going to buff them like crazy, okay? We're going to give them the unstoppable choppas, and they're just going to cut down some trees. It's going to be easy. Spleen Ripper? Yeah, Spleen Ripper is great. Let's see here. Then the Swamp Things for the melee attack debuff. That's pretty hype. Okay, and then obviously we need some cavalry, right? I gotta contest with at least a little bit of cav. Gotta get the normal army going real quick. 1 second. Yeah, Orc Boy Big Guns. This is generally what you want to do versus Kite, I believe. As long as Wurzag doesn't get Lord sniped at the beginning, we should be fine. I should bring a couple skirmishers, just in case. I don't need this much elite cavalry. And then... Oh yeah, Durkit Squigs are pretty cool. They got missile resist, 25%. Nice. Any other debuffs I need? Anyone else have some cool debuffs? No? Thank goodness. Yo, anyone miss Stone Trolls? I feel like they were so popular. What happened to Stone Trolls, man? Did they fall off? We'll see. Alright, sick. Yeah, Swamp Things. That's right. So my Black Orcs, who cares if they have lower melee defense, if they can just chop everything? Alright. Can it be done? Can it be done? In theory... Get the Lil Wah lore. Lil Wah has quite a few buffs too. I want to try Big Wah first. So in theory, the Black Orcs should kill things super fast. Super duper fast, right? It doesn't matter that they have less melee defense because Wood Elves have no armor piercing melee. And their spears have no melee attack anyways. So Black Orcs should have a field day. In theory. In theory. Who knows? Maybe we'll discover something new. This is a very important thing to do when you play a lot of multiplayer. You gotta actually experiment every once in a while to get like the vibes right in weird situations. Buff/debuffs are good against expensive units like lords. Yeah, if we see Drycha, I'm totally gonna give them a million melee attack. And then we're just gonna chop her up. Okay, this is axe cutting 2000. They did buff the Black Orc ability to 50%. If you click this ability, they'll perform about the same, but they will kill things faster. But they'll take more damage. So it basically does what it says on the tin. It's nothing amazing. Holy crap, it's a Durthu. Wait, it's a full melee build almost for our Wood Elf player. Okay, this is the way, all right? It does not get better than this. Okay, the Black Orcs will kill Durthu. I will get a YouTube short. Life will be amazing. Okay, there's no way this is not a YouTube short. Okay, Durthu, 100 armor, Flock of Doom, Sword of Death. So we're gonna send one Black Orc on him at a time. But we are gonna chop him up, all right? Just activate that right away. All right, here we go. We're gonna mumbo jumbo chant. He's gonna have like 0 melee defense versus these guys. They're gonna annihilate his face. It's gonna be huge. Root and stem, yeah. Hell yeah, yo, this is gonna be so hype. I just gotta keep the Black Orcs protected is the problem. But they're not gonna get shot up. Not at all. Little, okay, not a big shot. We're good. We have our cav here. We have the double cap. All right, give it to me, man. Give it to me. These are 75 melee attack greenskins, or weapon strength greenskins. In theory, ouch, they should be like the best target possible for buff spells. This could quite possibly be insane. I'm ready for this to do way more damage than I expect. On the charge, it should do pretty good. This lasts 35 seconds. Sure, let's just YOLO march in. Why not? I want to kill the Dryads as fast as possible, so we're gonna Fist of Gork them. Here we go. Let the fisting begin. Look at that charge. That's kind of huge. Magic damage. Holy smokes. Okay. All right. That's actually rather impressive. I'm not going to lie. That is a lot of damage. In this situation, I'd say that's pretty hype. That's pretty hype. All right. Hell yeah. Look at that. They're chunking them. Now they're taking a lot of damage too. So that's a little rough. And they're not exactly routed just yet, but it's a good start. It's a good start. Come on, route them off, man. Route them off. You got this. You got the squigs in there. There's our mumbo jumbo chant. All right. Right click the Durthu. This is where they cook. Come on. Beat him up. Beat him up. He's just a big tree. It's nothing spooky. Okay, it's a little lackluster, I'm not gonna lie. The Black Orcs in general, though, they do a lot of damage. They do chop up Dryads quite fast. At least their leadership is holding up. That's good. Are they killing Durthu? Not exactly. Not exactly. All right. Come on, chop them up, man. Well, we got one Black Orc unit through his front line, at least. The damage is all right. The damage is okay. It's all right. Let's get the cav and the back lines now. Here, we'll give him a Fist of Gork. Come on, Fist of Gork him up. We got more cav summons. Here we go. The Black Orcs are chopping. They're doing good. Wurzag is not dying immediately. That's a plus. There's the wall. Better leadership. Nice. Black Orcs they're still chopping. These ones are kind of dying to the Wildwood Rangers though. Is this really better than a Brain Burster? I don't know. I don't know, man. We got a little bit of damage on Durthu though. For sure. We got a little bit of damage on Durthu. The squigs are in here. They're killing some Deepwood scouts. These Black Orcs are having a hard time versus Eternal Guard. They're routed. All right. Well, at least I have cav spam, and Durthu is a little bit worse for wear. We're gonna use an Here We Go again. Okay. It's a big old AoE buff, so that's going to help us out. Here we go. Come on, just kill the tree, man. Just kill the big spooky tree, man. He ain't that bad. Oh. Oh, the damage is not magnificent. I could use the mumbo jumbo chant at least. Nah, they're all routed. All right, all right. Maybe the charge was decent. Oh, he took a bit of damage there. What was that from? I don't know what actually hit him. Was that just an overcast? Not entirely sure. Okay, here we go. Fist of Gork on my boys. We're looking at magic damage, 82 melee attack versus Durthu. Come on, Durthu, just die, man. Can you just die? What does it take to kill a tree? I thought we were going woodcutting today. Apparently my guys are just can't kill him. They just can't. He's too chunky. All right, well, at least we have cavalry. I do still have some black orcs here that can kill some zotes. That's fine. Are we winning today as usual? You know, the Wood Elves have been giving me a little bit of grief. It's not impossible though. It's just a little bit of grief is all. Now, yeah, we've killed off his infantry at least. They're not too spooky. Mumbo jumbo chant for my boys. Hell yeah. Oh god, Warzag, can you stop mumbo jumboing? Can you stop mumbo jumboing for a second? You're gonna get smacked in the face. Okay, we'll do an Here We Go. Maybe that'll save him. How's McCav doing? Pretty good. We got some squigs. He's still mumbo jumboing. He won't stop dancing for nothing. Well, he's done his best. There's a Flock of Doom. Flock of Doom's vicious versus us. There we go. Archers are mostly dead at least. Come on, Fist of Gork. Yo, Durthu doesn't die. He actually just doesn't die. Straight up. No matter what I send at him. No amount of buff spells are doing well. None of the charges, none of the black orcs. All right, well, that's a disappointing showing for the buff spells, I must admit. I really thought that versus single entities. Everyone has always told me that they do well versus single entities. Maybe I just don't have enough fighters. Maybe I need a single entity myself. Maybe fighting Durthu is just a terrible idea. Honestly, I feel like we probably would have done better with a brain burst to spam. But we're still gonna duke it out, okay? I do got my skirmishers here. We got our squigs, we got our cav. We're gonna outmaneuver them at least. And we still have winds of magic. We can get some work done here. Okay, this is gonna be a solid envelopment at least. And we're gonna have a lot of archers. Now here's the problem. Durthu is made out of wood. He does not die. He negates magic weapons, no wonder. All right, well that explains things. I've been a noob this whole time. He's had physical resist. Love the arrows of Khorne. They've been kind of painful. Thankfully, they haven't done too much damage. Okay, great success. Tree equals wood. Yeah. Here's the thing. He can only negate magic damage over here. I still got my boys here, all right. And they're going to be pretty good. They're going to be pretty good versus the majority of issues. Okay, we got our mobility. We got more pigs. Sure, let's bring in the cav. Darkets. That's another nasty flock. Crap, I blobbed. My bad. My bad. All right, Squig Herd's doing all right though. They're doing okay. And then I can give them the melee attack boost. And just leave them in combat, because usually cavalry have a hard time in melee. In this case though, with the buff, it's gonna make them a little bit spookier. Okay, well I guess I'll kill the zotes. The dread zotes. All right, here we go. So those ones, their charge bonus is worn off. Now we gotta just leave them in there with the buffs. Are they killing it? Are they doing it? I can't tell. Can't tell in the slightest. Mumbo jumbo chant. Surely the mumbo jumbo does it. Come on, man. Just do anything. What is this damage? Come on. I got so many buffs. You have a million melee attack. Okay, only 30. Why is the melee attack so garbage? Oh, I guess they are cavalry. Oh, okay, there we go. We're kind of seeing a bit of a route. That's good. We killed the Zotes. That's another solid. Maybe oh man, he brought in some Wildwood Rangers, so no Black Orcs gonna solve this issue. Plan B. Plan B. We're going over here. We're relocating. Screw this business. I'm gonna kill these guys. You really thought the buff spells would help. Need a feral wyvern. Yeah, I gotta try buff spells with single entities. Clearly, with cavalry and infantry, buff spells don't do jack. Actual garbage. But I think verse maybe if we're buffing single entities, that's the problem. All right, it's trying out different things, and eventually we will find something that makes them work. Crap, there's another Flock of Doom. How much value has this Flock of Doom given him? A lot. 3,500. Okay. All right. All right. All right, there we go. We rounded off a couple dryads. That's good. We are out of Winds of Magic. Nice. All right, here we go. Let's pull the cav back. We go over here. I can stop him from capturing this point. I got a lot of cav. We got a lot of cavalry. He is relocating pretty well, though. We are double capped. Let's see here. Okay, pretty nasty charge. Pretty nasty charge. I should be able to hit up these spears, too. These dryads shouldn't be able to hold too well. We got more big boys coming on in. Some big guns. He's really splitting up his army, and that's kind of what's getting me value here. If he consolidates, we're pretty screwed. Though he is far enough ahead where he doesn't really need to consolidate. Come on, pull in there, boys. Oh crap, he still has Zotes? God dang, their leadership's pretty nice. I will say, I feel like Zotes and Dragon Ogres might be underrated as of late. Okay, there's a Wah. Does that help us win this? It's 44 melee attack. That's quite a bit of damage. Obviously, he does have spears, but if I just surround him, we should be okay. Now, we are triple capped. There is that to consider. There we go, though. There we go. It's pretty, it's pretty good. Mumbo Jumbo. Mumbo Jumbo, look at that. The damage is relatively fast. Hey, there we go. All right, so we're going to recap a point. I can probably take this far point, maybe. He does have a lot of spears, admittedly. Another Flock of Doom. He doesn't run out of magic, does he? All right, there we go. These spears are facing the wrong direction, so we should just be able to plow through them pretty easily. There we go. Pretty good charge. Pretty good charge. And then they're going to face the wrong direction, and then we charge them again. I can use some, some squigs to hold this point. Nice. Let's see if I can just stop them up here. That's another pretty solid charge. These ones are on the move now, so I can punish them. And then maybe we can get ourselves a second point. I will say the spear spam is rather hard to deal with. It's not impossible, though. And if I get a few units of infantry to brace here, should be okay. We also have another Mumbo Jumbo soon. These Wildwood Rangers, let's see how they do. How many Flaming Sword wins so far? We're saving it for a bit later. You can't start with the best. All right. It's looking all right so far. You know, the damage is, the cav damage is doing all right. I'll have a Mumbo Jumbo soon. I'm assuming he's gonna Flock of Doom me. I will say he's being really aggressive with his spears. He's keeping them on the move a lot. Man, they're kind of hard to take down, though. Okay, I do have some boys I can bring in here at least. Got a squig herd. Kind of wish I had like an archer or something. Kind of wish I didn't have so many black orcs, I'm not gonna lie. The black orcs with their 50% damage buff didn't feel that much different from normal. Maybe they killed the unit slightly faster, but like they took so much damage from dryads, it kind of felt rough. Crap. I think we lost this one too. Okay, clearly it's single entities, right? It's single entities that we need. Holy Holy crap. It's kind of crazy how gimped I feel. So here's the thing. Usually the cavalry is good when they can rout off infantry quickly. And usually I soften them up at the beginning of the match with some spells. It feels like without the spells, their leadership is way higher. Like way, way, way higher. Maybe I need some leadership debuff spells. Please try Dwarfs. Alright, yeah. I said I was going to try Dwarfs. We'll do them next. We're going to do the fire damage buffs. People love the fire damage debuffs with the range units. We're going to do that. And then we're going to do single entities. Not society. Hello. Yeah, CA has a lot to work on. Alright. We're going to pull it back when we figure it out. Do the ogre leadership shenanigans? Yeah. We'll try that out. First things first, though. Chaos Dwarves, right? People love the lore of Hashut. So I think the combo was you go for Ash Storm, right? We go for Fire Weakness plus 20%. Hell yeah. We have the Ash Storm. And then this is max fire debuffs, right? I gotta do this. I guess I gotta do this. And then we go for a second caster. Because people said, right? People said that this spell is really good when you combo it. And this is definitely not way expensive. This is definitely not way expensive. Yeah, there we go, right? There we go. Get him on a Bale Taurus too. And then we get a couple range units. Nice. And then we get a couple sneaky gits with the range attacks. Hell yeah. So there's our ranged firing squad. It's pretty good. Yeah, if we get Nurgle, we're fine. Dog person? If he plays Nurgle, we're good. Or Tomb Kings, maybe. Certainly didn't expect a huge wall of Black Orcs. It was fun. Yeah, it was good. How did you feel about the damage? Did you feel like your front line was dying faster than usual? Lost farming today. Man, I really thought after the tournament we'd do better with buff spells. Alright, dog person is going vampire counts. Nice. That's a lot of regenerating. That is a lot, genuinely a lot of regenerating. Okay, so obviously we want to lean into the fire damage because everyone loves this Kindle Flame. So we spam Flaming Sword as much as possible. These guys do fire damage. They apply weakness to fire. I have fire damage guns. Okay? Like, I have so many fire damage guns. It's crazy. Yeah, we can get fire damage Dwarf Warriors. We can get yeah, Infernal Iron Sworn with the fire damage bombs. Kadai with fire damage. Okay, this is about as fire damage as it gets. Can we beat the vampire counts with this? Can they be beat? What? It's not letting me ready up. What? Do I have a He left. God dang it. Now I have to remake the build. Maybe if I reselect Chaos Dwarves, it'll be fine. Oh, it's a land battle. Right? Land battle. Chaos and Dawi. Here we go. Let's lock it in. Why are these guys cannot overspend in match-made battles? Are we glitching? Oh, that's not good. Does loading an army preset save me? What if I save this preset and then load it? Oh, that's not good. That's not good. That's bad. All right. Well, just have to remake. Magma cannon for fire damage artillery. Single Lord Doom stack in public matches. The pro strat. Multiplayer so busted. Yeah, I know, right? Forced one-man Doom stack. I wonder if my opponent also had a one-man doom stack. I might be able to fix it if I reboot the game. What if I auto-generate the army? Oh, God. Okay, well, I have a solution. Let's see here. Does Drazoath have, he has Ash Storm only? Can I get a caster in here? Oh, thank goodness. Okay, it works. You just have to auto-gen. Staunch, what's up? Yeah, you just have to auto-gen and you're good. Vampire. All right, here we go. So here's the play. People love Ash Storm. People love this extra damage boost. We put him on a Bale Taurus. Then we get a caster for our extra single entity. And he's going to have Flaming Sword, Kindle Flame, and a Bale Taurus. So now we have 2 incredibly tanky casters. Super high DPS. We have our Infernal Guard Fire Glaives. We got our Dwarf Warriors. As usual, our fire damage skirmishers. And then I wanted Kadai. Wanted another shooty boy. I wanted some Infernal Iron Sworn. And what else was there to take? Not much by the looks of it. I guess I could take more Dwarf Warriors. Ah, yes, the Blazing Beards. There we go. Sick. Were the Zotes any good? The Zotes seem to do pretty good. Yeah, healing Darthu was, you know, it made him where I couldn't kill him. I was really trying to do like a Lord Snipe with 70 melee attack Black Orcs. It did not do much though. It did surprisingly little versus Darthu. Take a single Hell Cannon for the memes. I already have 2 giant single entities. I don't think I can afford a Hell Cannon. This is good though. This is a lot of fire damage. It's going to reduce his healing. This is about as good as it gets, right? We have the fire damage Kadai, fire damage Wolf Riders. So every time I cast a spell, my whole army does 15% more damage for 20 seconds. Or for 15 seconds, my bad. 15 seconds worth of 20% damage. And then, was this Ruptured minus melee attack? The ultimate counter, yeah. Can we get it done? Can we get it done? I'm thinking it'll be good for if we charge single entities. So if you think about it, if I want to attack a single entity, 20% flammable damage, 20% Kindle Flame, 20% Vial of Hashut, minus 60 armor, plus Ash Storm, plus Flaming Sword. Well, okay, yeah. We're looking at like 80% more damage. If I use everything, we're doing 80% more damage. Huge. If he's regenning, which most Vampire Count Lords are, his regen is going to put him at a 100% damage increase on all my guys. That's 100% extra damage, and all I need is every single buff and debuff I can muster. Plus the armor debuff is actually pretty massive. That could also be another pretty big increase. We'll see. Here we go. Here we go. People said that single entities are the way to go, right? We already tried with cavalry. We already tried with elite infantry. Buff spells didn't seem to do much. Of course, Darthu has that physical resist I couldn't get rid of, because he reduces my thingamajig. When the stars align and Hashut himself looks upon you, that's a lot of damage. Who knows? Maybe it's easier to execute than you'd expect. As long as my opponent doesn't give a single right click to flee, we're good. Then we're good. Here we go. Let's get our guns here. Sneaky gets. Gonna be sneaking. Not to mention these guys. Infernal Guard Fire Glaives do some damage. They do some damage, okay? These guys, they do a lot of damage. So I feel like, you know, if they're also shooting the Lord, like hell, basically, if my opponent throws away his Lord, we win the game. It's just sick. And it's gonna, oh yeah, hell yeah. Regeneration, fire weakness, 20%, hell yeah. All right, here we go. So in theory, in theory, I should be able to just fight him and just YOLO it, right? There's no way he survives this. Ain't no way, right? He's just gonna die. I got everything. Does this affect flying units? Hell yeah. It doesn't move, unfortunately, but I think it affects flying units. Here we go. I just need him to take the fight. If he lands, he's slower, so that's gonna help us. There we go. We got another gun coming on in. Oh yeah, we'll go. Charge him up. Our bullets missed, so we don't get the fire damage. Come on, come at me. Come at me, bro. I'd use this, but its slowing effect to just be... You know what? Maybe I can slow him. Can I? I don't know, man. Beat him up. We got the fear of a shoot in him. Here we go. Slowing effect. Boom. The slowing effect begins. Hell yeah, he's 25% slowed. What is this? You're telling me my opponent can just leave my debuffs? What is this garbage? He can just walk away? I've never been so cheesed in my life. You're telling me this spell doesn't instantly net him? Alright, here we go. Now he's landed, alright. We're gonna charge him. We're gonna give ourselves the flaming sword. Hell yeah. Debuff him again. Don't let him escape. Yo, they are chunking him pretty hard. Oh, come on. He's running away? What is this? What are these shenanigans? Come on. Flaming sword only lasts for so long. Alright, there we go. Well, there goes my Lore of Fire passive. It's gone. Oh, there we go. Okay, well, whatever hits we do manage to get in are pretty chunky. I'm not gonna lie. Whatever hits I do manage to get on top of them, it's not bad. I did use 18 winds of magic for that. I did use literally all of my winds of magic, but we did do damage. We did do damage. So that was pretty hype. Are my lords dead now? Is this gonna help? I guess that's a little bit of heat. That's a little bit of heat we're dishing out. Here we go. Let's kill these zombies. Yeah, you do a little bit of damage. You're killing his cavalry. My caster's gonna die. Are they good at fighting? I don't know. It's 20%. Look at that. They're blood knights, so they do take extra. Yeah, 40% damage from these guys. Huge. All right. Well, there goes my my poor caster. All right. Now, I'm just saying, if I had that AoE spell, I probably could have AoE'd all of his knights and just killed them. But but this is a spell damage stream. So we're not going to use our crazy magma storm ability. And instead, we're just going to do what work we can. Is this guy going to rally? He's probably going to rout. Oh, nice. I can fight his lord. That's good. Yo, that uses so much winds of magic. All right, here we go. Yeah, the vial of Hashut's used up. I got him to half HP though. So I guess there's that. All right, well, there goes our flaming sword caster. Unfortunate, but we do have a double cap, and I can be happy about that. We also got his blood knights kind of injured. They are very elite, so that feels pretty nice. We have our Kadai, and you know what? Maybe we re-summon our flaming sword caster here. Because I need the flaming sword buffs, right? The flaming sword buffs are where the damage is at. So we gotta get them back. We gotta get them back. Also, the Stearnsmen also have weakness to fire, so that's pretty good. I could also use Ash Storm, I guess, but it doesn't give the Kindle Flame proc, which kind of sucks. Kadai are pretty good though, just as vanilla units. Here we go, here we go. And then we're gonna get our big single entity back. He's gonna be hype in a bit. Beat him up. Oh, maybe I can get some work done on these on his lord, maybe. Okay, here we go. This is it. This is it. Ash Storm. He's weak to fire. He's slowed. Oh, hell yeah. And the guns, they fired. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Is that it? Is that... Why is he not dead? Why is he not dead? Is that it? I spent 10 wins of magic on that. I could have gotten a whole magma explosion for the same, you know, half a magma explosion for the same price. Well, I guess they did. I guess they did all right. It was a nice boost. All right, they did probably like an extra maybe 1,000 damage if we're being generous. Let's say it was 1,000 damage. That's the same as a Spirit Leech. All right. Well, you know, it was an Ash Storm. It was an Ash Storm. We do have more guns at least. Hey, at least my guns are doing a lot of damage. And my Lord, you know, the fire damage does help him do quite a bit versus Strigoi. No, look. The point of this battle, all right. I am not one to you know, to hold an opinion forever, okay? I'm willing to let my mind change, okay? But I'm also not gonna lie to you guys. All right, I'm legitimately trying to get as much damage as humanly possible with these damage spells. But like straight up, without a net, I can't get more than one volley off, right? You know, even in like the situation where I was chasing the Lord, right? Like, yeah, I'm YOLOing my Lords a little bit, right? But like, I'm trying to get the optimal situations here. I swear, I'm like memeing a little bit. We're going a little bit ham with it, but like, I'm doing what I can. You did your best. Thanks for taking the suggestion. They are, you know, it did get like 1 volley's worth of extra damage, but anytime they dodge, it's always going to be a little bit sus. Now, here's the thing. My Fireborn are pretty good versus the undead, at least. They'll be solid. I can chase his Lord practically forever. Okay, here's another situation, right? People always talk about, but what if Flamestorm, when you have like, you know, you have a unit of cavalry here charging you, right? Are they gonna charge me though? Are they gonna charge me? I don't know. Kind of hard to tell. Oh, hell yeah, I can get this guy back. Hell yeah, all right, that's another buff. Okay, so I'm going to Flaming Sword buff these guys. I'm aware most of them already do fire damage. Then we're gonna fire onto the cavalry. These are Blood Knights, so they take extra damage. All right, we're gonna hit them with the Ash Storm too. All right, so the healing is reduced. The guns are firing. Everything here does fire damage. I'm just gonna breath attack them, man. The breath attack didn't do much, I'm gonna be real. You know, I did a little bit. Like, it's, you know, it... Like, that is a lot of fire weakness, okay? That's a lot of fire weakness. They're sitting at... They got, like, all the fire weakness. It's really hard to line up. Admittedly, it is a little hard to line up. Did that impress you guys? Did it impress you guys? I don't know, man. All right, we gotta get ourselves out of this triple cap first and foremost. Zatan has a net. I have to commit even more value to this. All right, it's true though. Zatan does have a net. The solution is to spend more money on on these abilities, right? That's the solution. All right, here we go. I have flame. Okay, Flaming Sword isn't that useful here. I do have Ash Storm at least. All right, here I'm gonna Ash Storm these skeleton warriors, and then we're gonna shoot them. They are shielded, but the fire damage should be able to negate that. 20% more damage. There we go. There we go. There we go. That's your Ash Storm. Hey, you know, they're slowed down, I guess. So they can't chase me. Hell yeah. All right, well, you know, I guess they did die. I guess we did do a little bit more damage than we otherwise would have versus their shields. All right. We'll save it for, clearly I'm wasting it. I should be saving it to kill this single entity that's always gonna run away from me forever. Look, people are just gonna say I'm not using it properly now. They're gonna say I'm memeing because I'm... But like legitimately, I have to try it, right? Because like I have no other opportunity to use the spell. Because he's just running with his lord. He's never gonna let his lord get caught. So like I gotta use my magic somewhere. Here, we're gonna do a flame storm, and that's going to give them a 15-second kindle flame debuff. In fact, they all have a kindle flame debuff. All my units are engaged, so that should maximize our damage here. It should maximize our damage. All right, well, flaming sword is still triggered. It's buffing our base weapon damage by a little bit, especially for my wolf riders. And the guns are shooting, so the graveguard take a little bit of heat. And we got a little bit of damage there. He wasn't kindle flame though. That wasn't kindle flame. Oh boy, it's bad. It's real bad, guys. I don't know how else to say it. It's really bad. I don't think I've seen less effective magic in my entire life. It's not, it does not compete versus Burning Head. It's like not even close. I can't even get like, sure, the damage on the Lord was slightly higher, but he's just running with them the whole time. Oh my gosh. Yeah, just throw money at the problem. Like, this guy's doing a lot of damage because he has fire damage. I guess he has the flammable, which also can get a little bit of work in, so like they're just naturally good. But it's not the buff spells that are doing anything here. It's the Lord, right? It's just the Lordy getting working. Because like the buff spells don't have a lot of uptime. They're basically gone like all the time, right? Oh, he captured my my point here. Well, that's unfortunate. But yeah, the problem is like I just can't. I just can't get the uptime. Like, it keeps running out before it gets a damage. This is why the vacuum tests are not nearly as good as like a proper game. Like, sure, in campaign, if you're playing against the AI and they don't know how to move their troops, like, yeah, you're gonna do a bit better, right? You can get all your volleys off with your guns, and then maybe it'll pay for itself more. This was a disaster, right? Oh, what the crap? He just flew? Okay. Did they just miss their shots or something? Weird. This is like... I'm really trying to give it my best shot, guys. That was the wombo combo, right? Where I had all my guns shooting, and I had my fire damage guys in there and everything. Like, maybe Flaming Sword is just not the spell for Chaos Dwarves. I'm willing to accept that, right? Because they just have so much armor piercing. Flaming Sword will not get its value. But I've been told multiple times that Flaming Sword was sick on Chaos Dwarves, okay? So somebody's been lying to me. Somebody's been lying. All right. Buff spells need way higher duration in general. I think so. I think they need way higher duration or way more damage before they'll actually become useful. Because, like, after I've played the multiplayer stream, okay? After we've played the multiplayer stream and we've actually seen how stupid impactful spells can be, I think this actually takes the cake, right? Right? Because here's the thing, right? Everyone can give you theory. Everyone can say, you know, that they're viable, right? People can say like, hey, you know, I think they're pretty good, right? I got some value. But like, now that we actually have a proper side-to-side comparison, right? You know, I consider myself a pretty good player. We've won 4 total tavern tournaments in a row, right? At least the pick 6 format. You know, you can't say that I'm bad at the game. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I just don't know how to use it well enough. Maybe by the end of the stream we'll figure it out. All right, here's the thing. All right, We're not gonna be set in our ways, okay? I think you know, I don't want it to be where I'm biased against the spell and then it actually looks worse than it is, right? I have to try. I gotta try and keep it up. Okay, and we did win this game. Hey, Outer Region, what's up? Anticity's bad at the game. All right, well, Outer Region, you're the only person that can say that because your win rate's still really high against me. I only yo, honestly, that Cathay game that we played, Cathay versus Slanesh, I'm pretty sure I would have barely lost that, or maybe even fairly well lost that. It was getting a little sus capture point wise towards the end of the game. Did you have something against Marauder Horsemen, or do Onyx Crowmen just kill them? I feel like Onyx Crowmen with Harmony just kill them. I was wondering what your strategy was versus ranged, but maybe you just weren't expecting me to take any. S terrific Ace, how's it buffing? It's buffing pretty badly so far. We have not been able to find a situation where we can get buff spells to cook. We tried Greenskin buff spells against Durthu, where we got Black Orcs to try and chop them up. That didn't work. We tried buff spells with single entities, and they were just avoided the whole battle. I tried buff spells against, you know, with Infernal Guard. They got a lot of value in the end. That is true. But yeah, we tried Infernal Guard buff spells, and most of the bullets missed because he was dodging. We tried. What else did I try? Did I do anything else? I think that's the bulk of it. That's about the bulk of it. What about ogres? Yeah, we're gonna try ogres next. They got pretty nasty charges. Perhaps there's a way. All right, well, there's the one win. Good luck, have fun today. Thank you. Yeah, you know, my range units did do a lot of damage. The cavalry, like, they did do a little bit of extra damage versus cavalry, but they were also holding their own even without the buff spells. We saw 2 situations with that. But you know, like, the lower healing did help a little bit. Like, his Strigoi still heal capped. That's kind of the dumb thing about fire damage. They're still gonna heal cap with regeneration, but you know, it did something. The elite Graveguard looked scary before the bones got melted. Yeah, I did get some good focus fire on those guys. All right, so Ogre Kingdoms. We're not going to take any banned units. What is the best caster we got here? So I think Eshin Maneater, right? He has a huge melee defense debuff. Minus 40 for 30 seconds. Now that's a good one. That's a good one, right? I'm pretty sure if I combo that with a big old carrion charge, we might be able to kill him. Tomb King's Nahakara passive is made for spamming. Well, it doesn't get stronger when you cast buff spells. It just so happens that the buff spell is the cheapest spell. But it's not like they combo, right? There's literally nothing that combos there. I'm not crazy, right? There's nothing that combos. Okay, here we go. Spell Mastery. Maw Shard, so we can get buffed. buff spells. Wissen's Wild Form. If I overcast it, it's AoE. Pan's Impenetrable Pelt. Curse of Onrir, sure. Alright, so we'll take those 2, plus the Eshin Maneater. Honestly, the Eshin Maneater has the better debuff. Minus 40 melee defense is just better. And then I'm going to try Blood Vultures and just kill them. Curse actually seems pretty good. We're gonna see. Remember, its competitor is Flock of Doom. Its competitor is Flock of Doom, but this is a 21-second Helm of Discord for 11 and a speed reduction. So if we can close out a fight fast enough with it, it should do pretty well. I think the Blood Vultures are the best because they get a full surround. Obviously, Ogre Bulls are amazing. He's playing Warriors of Chaos, alright. Sure, let's try some Man-Eater Iron Fists. Why not? Okay, maybe not the Iron Fist. Not against Warriors of Chaos, right? Golgs, Man-Eaters, Adaptive Tactics. They have the Ogre Charge, which is pretty hype. Guess we have Powder Guts. I do need at least some sort of ranged, right? Is Azazel just gonna rampage these guys though? I guess if he does, I have the backup. We have the backup crew to clean up. Sure, there we go. That's decent. And then for the rest of my army, I think I only need one range unit. The rest of my army can be like anti-infantry and some Mournfang cavalry, right? Where's the best anti-large guy? Yeah, sure. I'll try some crushers. Crusher great weapons. We'll get a Yeti. I don't know. Sure. Let's do it. Spiteful Shot from Lore of Deeps with the passive. Oh yeah. Yeah, we can try some Spiteful Shot action. Now remember, we're competing against Flock of Doom and the heal, okay? Remember, the heal can heal a Stonehorn from half HP to max HP. So if two Pans impenetrable, if two, the Curse of Onriers, if they don't kill half a Stonehorn worth of units, it's not worth. Spiteful Shot really needs to be an AoE, yeah. Alright, here, so that's our metric, right? That's our metric. All right, here we go. Right, so we got our Ogre squad, right? We got Golg over here. He's got Vanguard. That's pretty cool. And then we have Wissen's Wild Form, which is a pretty cheap strength buff. And then we have the Curse of Onrir. So we're gonna use those two to buff the Vultures because they actually have pretty high weapon strength. And then we're going to alternate with Marked for Eden when this is on cooldown. And the Vultures should be able to kill most skirmish cavalry. It also gives a speed debuff. So if he does bring skirmish cavalry, I might be able to catch him with the speed debuff. The Black Orcs lost. Yeah, the Black Orcs didn't cook. Yeah, so he did bring skirmish cavalry. Sick. He also brought a Hell Cannon and a Cold. All right. So we're just gonna march on up. I'm gonna go aggro here because I don't think he can defend that cannon. This is a common misplay. Going for artillery and skirmishers is really just asking for your opponent to rush your artillery down. Not that much damage so far. It kills 2 vultures. And I'm just gonna save up for the Mournfang cavalry. Now here's the play, right? I'm gonna see if the slow manages to kill his skirmish cav. I need to bait them into my boy. Come on, come on. All right, here we go. So we're gonna see how does a slow do first of all. Will it actually let us catch his boys? There's our cavalry. Some man-eaters. The answer is despite having 68 speed, it does last a while, I must say. It does last a long time. That's pretty cool. Oh my god. Come on, man. Why do people like 20% slow so much? It's not that much of a slow. Ah, crap. It's not gonna cook. All right. So that's just a misplay on my part. The slow, I have to save it for when they're actually caught. It'll make it harder for them to disengage. We're gonna try part 2, Curse of Onrir. And then we're gonna overcast Wissens. There we go. So now they're slowed, they're debuffed. There we go. Okay, that's what we want, right? This is what we want. That's much better. That's much better. The vultures deleted those guys. That's what I'm saying. Vultures do a lot of damage. Those were Hellstriders of Slaanesh. And now they are in my belly. That's pretty good. That's a good start. I'll take that. I'll take that. And I can get it even stronger with the Maw Shard if I want to. So that should be pretty nice. I think that's a good start. That's a good start. I think the mass melee defense debuffs is what we want. Yeah, that was actually pretty value. Now, it's not that much value because the vultures are going to do a lot of damage anyways, but it's still pretty good value. It's not terrible. Oh, I know what I can do. I can double slow him, right? We can get a double slow on. Let's see here. Yeah, there's a cold. I can shoot these guys to death. That's fine. Here we go. Let's bring more ogres. Let's get a big old charge here. All right, now here's the true test. So obviously these vultures are a little bit low. What I can do here is I can give them a slow. Give them a second slow. There we go. So one of the great things about slows is that you can stack it to make units have no speed. We're looking at 10% speed. And they're also debuffed, so now my carrion can actually kill them. That's not bad. That's not bad. Look at that. So they actually deleted that cavalry there. That's a good start. That's a good start for our shenanigans. Unfortunately, I think he overcast and got routed, and it didn't do that much damage. Honestly, 2 Flock of Dooms probably could have done more, but it's a start. It's a start. All right, now these guys are halberds, right? You know what I should do? I should just kill Festus. I should just kill Festus now, right? So we're done playing around with killing off skirmishers and stuff. What we want to do now is we want to kill this boy. So I'm going to Maw Shard. We're going to double buff our boys. We're going to give him the massacre. And then I'm going to just try and kill Festus and rout him off before he becomes a big menace. We still have a capture point here, so I don't have to be in too much of a rush. Now, how much damage is gold going to do? We're going to debuff his melee defense so that we're actually landing hits and making use of our damage here. Okay, come on. There we go. Okay, that's pretty good damage. It's pretty good damage. Honestly, ogre debuffs seem like the best so far. I'm going to give him a Helm of Discord to really just finish the job. It's also going to make the halberds miss a lot more. And you know what? Okay, he only went down to half HP. For the amount of spells that I used, half HP is not the most impressive thing in the world. But in the end, he's still routed at least, right? At least he's routed. And I can slow him down too, sure. So that's... it's all right. It's all right. There we go. Yeah, like, you know, it's an alpha strike. It's still an alpha strike regardless. We're gonna get a solid charge in the rear here too. That's pretty nice. Yes, he's spamming a lot of single entities, that's for sure. All right, let's get our Yetis over here. We do have the capture point. And Festus is dead. Yeah, it's not like the insta delete that we kind of want. Like, you really want them to like die quickly. It was honestly kind of slow. I don't know how much the buff spells actually contributed to that situation, but in the end, he's dead. Debuffs OP got it. Yeah, there you go. In the end, he is dead. Like, indisputably, Festus is dead, and the slows did help. I honestly quite like the double slow. I think that's probably the best part about Ogre Kingdoms, is that they can slow down units to the point where it's basically a net. So skirmishers are not so bad. Wow, that came back online. Right? I'm gonna need to pull gold back so he can heal. Everything's routing. That's good. Run, gold, run. Can this shoot anything? Okay. Single entity, I see. So I'll shoot a cold with it. Yeah, it's, I don't know. Completely ignoring cap weight. Yeah, Festus is, he's not that tanky. He's not tanky to like missile spells. But yeah. Whoop, gotta keep running. Gotta keep running. Let's slow him down. My caster's gone too, unfortunate. How my ogres faring here? Holy crap, did he defend that? I thought I sent a unit on it. Well, gold's gonna have to keep pulling back, unfortunately. I will be able to get my caster back at least. That should do all right. Run, gold, run. I can slow him down, he'll be fine. Man, that hell cannon's so annoying to shut down though. I really thought I would kill it earlier. Here we go. There's my boy. Run, gold. Okay, there we go. The slow will keep them pinned down. Gold might rout, but he'll rally. Keep spooting. He's getting out of there. He'll heal soon enough. Come on, come on. Get behind a tree. That should defend him, right? Oh god, the tree didn't save him. Is he gonna die? Is he gonna die? Alright, I guess I gotta start saving up to bring him back. Unfortunate. We do kill the artillery piece at least. Come on. I gotta pin this guy down. Yeah, gold dies. Crap, I didn't get a single heal off of him. That's oopsie daisies and a half. For sure, for sure. I don't have a double cap anymore. I should probably get back onto this point. We're way faster than the Warriors of Chaos. Man, this thing's still alive though. What does it take to kill the hell cannon? They can reman that bad boy if they really want to. What are these? Marauders of Khorne? Interesting. Alright, well, we'll be back on the capture point soon at least. And the hell cannon shall go down. Let's debuff them. Any of these do damage, technically, but not much. Come on, beat it up. Soul of Damnation does not joke around. I see, I see. Okay, so I just want to chase off that Exalted Hero. We'll get gold back in a second. That should be fine. Over yonder, the cannon is unfortunately going to live. I definitely overcommitted. That's an oopsie daisies and a half. You definitely, if you're going to go for the hell cannon, you got to strike to kill. For sure, for sure. At least we'll have gold back very soon. And then my leadership will be fine. Yeah, I kind of YOLO'd that. Still gonna shoot. Crap. That's very unfortunate. And A cold is just gonna never rout. Well, there's a capture point. Oh, he's de-summoning it. Really? Did I kill the cannon? That's weird. Surely he doesn't get much value back on that, right? Alright, gold. Get in there. He's back, baby. All right. And I still have one capture point. So we're doing okay. I can slow these guys. They're in a forest too, so the double slowed. That should do pretty well. I can heal my cav. The cav boys. And then we're just going to start spamming ogre bulls. Yeah. The frost guys are doing pretty well. I can, you know, honestly, he brought a lot of skirmishers. I feel like I can probably just start stealing points back. We finally chased off that exalted champion. Nice. All right. Now remember, buff spells don't seem to work that well versus cavalry. I can reduce these guys' speed a little bit if I really want to. You know what? Let's just get them dead. All right. Let's just Helm of Discord them. It's a little overkill because I already shattered. So that was actually a misplay. Whoopsie daisies. I'm willing to accept that we have misplayed. Yeah, I'm never killing A cold. Yeah, we're just gonna Noblar spam this point. Should be able to capture it with the ogre capture weight. There we go. We've taken the point. Things are getting a little spicy now, though, for sure. Come on, Noblars, get in there. We got this. There we go. We've taken this point at least. And I can Wissen's wild form here. Crap. I used my buff spell thing a little bit too late. Whoopsie daisies. Also, I'm not on that capture point. That's a little sus. How's this fight going? He has a lot of capture weight. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of running out of juice here. The juice is not looking too good. Run out of units. Come on, ogres. Kill him. The terror is nice, but yeah, he has a lot of halberds. Can I steal this capture point? He is definitely out of position. That's for sure. Maybe I can get some crushers in there. No misplaced, wanted the meat. Let's see. Okay, yeah, we're gonna back up, pile onto this point, and then at least we'll have a bunch of captures. Unfortunately, this guy's going down. Maybe I can save him with the debuff. It's not the best, not the best. Honestly, I don't think this is really competing versus Flock of Doom. This should do a little bit of work. Man, darn my expendable Nobblers. Yeah, we have terror and extra damage. They're not doing a lot of damage in the first place. I'm finding that there's not a lot of situations to use these spells. There aren't that many situations to use the spells. They don't feel that. And when I do find the situations, they don't feel that impactful. Definitely, there were some horseman picks, and I definitely could have won this had I played better. But it doesn't feel like they're making swing plays, you know? It's not like killing units. Right? Like, in terms of, like, what the spells did, the only thing you can say is it did damage, right? It's not like the rampage that is actually killing stuff. Maybe it killed Festus a bit faster. Need a damage only round to clean us. I'll do that after. I'll do that at the end of the day to wrap up. Yeah, we lost this one. Holy crap. I don't play a lot of ogres though, okay? I don't play a lot of ogres, so I have to actually, you know, you gotta do it properly. What was the next suggestion we had? You should play Setra with his buffs and debuffs next on the chariot. Setra, it mostly comes from the lore passive. Like, I would totally take a cheap damage spell, but Tomb Kings is probably one of the better factions where buff and debuff spells do well. I know the Overcast anti-large buff does pretty good. Chariot of the Gods, yeah. We're gonna go none of the banned units. Oh, hey, nice. We got Nambark. Or I think it's Nambark. Okay, we're gonna go with Tomb Kings next. Lore of the Deeps. Yeah, I'll do Lore of the Deeps next. Thank you for the game. It was a close one. Hell yeah. The Festus Snipe was definitely an early lead. I think your late game panned out way better though. It was a good late game. Lots of like really hard to kill halberds. Big fan, by the way. Hey, nice. All right, here we go. So we're gonna try the buffs. We're gonna try the buffs with Setra. The anti-large buff is a good one because that one has many situations where you want to use it. It also really helps the Nehekar horsemen, I find, win their cavalry engagements. So if you take a look here, I found this, the incantation of protection generally only saves you 1000 HP. So it doesn't do better than Curse Blades. I think Curse Blades is just stronger generally. I also want to try Righteous Smiting with one of the higher DPS artillery pieces, that being Screaming Catapults. So I'm going to take one Screaming Skull Catapult, one Chosen of the Gods for anti-large. I can reduce this thing's attack speed to every 6 seconds. That's pretty good. Scorpion. I don't think I really need a Scorpion. Obviously, we want the lore passive. We'll take the melee attack buff. Why not? That's a damage ability. We don't want damage. There's our Chariot of the Gods. And the incantation of desiccation. I've run this before. I honestly feel like Curse Blades is the best. I'm gonna do Curse Blades and Righteous Smiting. That's a debuff. That's good. And this ability, effective range 55 meters, gives 12%. 12% for 200 damage. That's making such a cost quite a bit more, but you can't have the lore passive, it heals. Oh, yes, Loopy, that's true. This isn't a healing day. Am I crazy? Am I insane? Yeah, why would I have a healing lore passive? Blah. Obviously, that's garbage. So we're going to try and get our range damage maximized here. We're going to go Tomb Guard because you can also normal cast the spell, right? for some damage. Obviously, chariots are just amazing versus lizardmen. I'll take 2 of them. Cetra's the goat. I'll take a tomb scorpion because they're cool. And then I'll do some of this. The passive is the whole point of the lore. Miss New Booty. Miss New Booty. I don't think you realize the challenge today. The challenge today is to prove that CA balances abilities really well. In theory, as a pro player, right? As one of the top 20, I should be able to take basically any of these abilities. And they should still pay for themselves, right? Technically, Restless Dead costs 100 gold. Unyielding Will should be twice as good as the Restless Dead. Because CA pays attention to balance, right? So, yeah, I don't need the passive because we want to play around with different tools, right? We want to really show off that you really can do whatever build you want and it's not just a damage spell healing fest. Let's go ahead and get ourselves some skeletons. I'll get 1 armor reducing debuff archer. It is actually pretty good. That one's quite nice. Another artillery piece in case the other one dies, I guess. And then we're good. And then 2 carrion, why not? Esterific Ace, thank you so much for the check Kroner. Should try out if it's worth to take debuff spells if you know the enemy will have some strong single entities. To know if it's good to deal with them. Oh, I did that against the vampire accounts. It turns out they run away. It turns out they run away. In any fight that you're going to do damage, they're just gonna disengage, right? So, but I'll try it. I'll try it. Definitely Cetra with Chariot of the Gods will do well. And the next game, I'm going to go really hard on single entities with a net, maybe. A net's not a debuff, but a slow is. So maybe I'll slow spam and get a kill. We'll see. So a lot of people, right? Petral's incantation of smiting. If you overcast this, a lot of people like this business. They love the missile damage increase. This artillery piece generally doesn't run out of ammunition most games. So I can totally buff up its damage here, its fire rate, to do well. I can totally make it fire faster to burn its ammunition, and then I can desummon it faster. That's going to be the mega play that we tried to make today. Shredder of Lustria incoming. 9 units. All right. We got a Mazdamundo. We have some Ripperdactyls. Thank goodness I took the Chosen of the Gods. Oh yeah, it's a big boy Mazdamundi. All right. Interesting. Ripperdactyls, how do they do versus Carrion? I have no idea. But I do know that I want some cavalry. Big lizard, he's there. All right, so here's the play. So I found that if you go for Righteous Smiting and your Ushabti are completely unhindered and can continue to fight, completely unhindered, then they can actually get a lot of work in. We can also use the incantation of Cursed Blades to get bonus versus large versus the Ripperdactyls. And you can see the Ushabti actually shred Mazdamundi pretty hard. They're doing quite a bit of damage. Now they're gonna have to turn. Holy crap, god dang! Look at that, that's actually pretty sick. That's not bad, that's not bad. Now my opponent did let Mazdamundi get shot a lot. The Carrion did actually trade up into the Ripperdactyls. They got 400 gold value. God dang, I stand corrected. I stand very corrected. All right, so that was an up trade and a half. The Ripperdactyls are very low on HP now, and then we're gonna save another incantation of Cursed Blade soon. Cetra's gonna escort Mazdamundi off the battlefield as we continue to shoot him. Let's see here. You know what? Yeah. If you get a big lizard, he didn't use his protection ability. Mazdamundi should have a protection ability that can save him, but okay, how do Carrion normally do versus Ripperdactyls? Now I'm wondering. Oh crap, Mazdamundi's gonna come back. Why'd I bring Cetra back? Oh, there's a Carnosaur. Alright, screw that business. Let's see, let's turn my artillery here. Okay, Carrion usually don't do very well versus Ripperdactyl. So this actually did a quarter damage to Ripperdactyls, if you think about it. It actually did pretty good damage. So yeah, by my metrics, I was correct. Not bad, not bad. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna buff up my my cavalry here, and they're gonna charge the Carnosaur with bonus versus large. We're gonna see how that does. Carnosaur has too much armor. Okay, we're gonna charge his cavalry instead. Let's go ahead and save my Ushabti over there. And then I'm gonna save up for another righteous smiting, I guess, for my artillery piece. We'll see how that does. Yeah, honestly, so if you have a large target in basically any situation, this thing's gonna do like 2,000 damage. It's actually one of the better buff spells. I would say Curse Blades. Curse Blades is nice. Also, thank goodness he only captured 1 point. Otherwise, things would be way more sus. The Mazda's back. Oh my goodness, the Mundi. Let's see here. I guess we'll just start bringing in chariots. Start capturing some points here. Cetra on a chariot, actually soloing a Carnosaur. Can I make him actually solo it with bonus versus large? People do say that single entity battles benefit a lot from that. So it's 20 seconds bonus versus large. He lands his first hit. He lands his second hit. Holy crap. Cetra dumpstering the Carnosaur with extra 16 bonus versus large. That does actually make a rather big difference. It's gonna whiff on the spell. That's gonna help us out. You know what, actually, if it helped get an extra hit, I don't think that's the best case scenario for this. I think it does way better on like cheaper units, because they also benefit from the damage boost that you get. But it's not bad. It's not bad. Now, Cetra's taking some heat. Remember, he don't heal. Cetra do not heal in this situation. So any damage he takes here is permanent, more or less. But hey, that went pretty well. All right. All right, it's not terrible. We routed off the Carnosaur. Mazdamundi's gonna get focus fired. These Skink Cohort are gonna die. Honestly, this is one of the games where I think my buff spells got basically optimal value, right? Yeah, I don't think my Ushabti could have done better versus Mazdamundi. It is surprising how, if he gets in a bad situation, how fast they can melt his flesh. That part was surprising. That was a pretty good damage amp. So definitely not terrible in the right circumstances. So maybe we just gotta find the right circumstances more often if we're gonna play Tomb Kings. Maybe it could just be I'm not setting up the situations for buff spells enough. A more skeptical person might just say that my opponent misplayed by YOLOing in Mazdamundi without support and not having a shield to save him. But it is a pretty good punish. Those are Temple Guard. Okay, how do I kill Temple Guard? Okay, here we go. This is what we do. Artillery on the Temple Guard. Double the reload speed. All right, on the artillery piece. How quickly do they kill Temple Guard? Because you saw the Ushabti did a lot of damage. Okay, they're still maneuvering into position right now. And they're targeting the wrong unit. Come on, man, just shoot. Okay, there we go. They shoot once every 6 seconds. Okay, it's a swing and a miss on the first attack. Second attack, here we go. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right, let's go. They did, oh, that was probably like 600 damage. That was probably 600 damage on the Temple Guard. Ah, yeah. Whoo, that was a maximum catapult if I've ever seen one. That accuracy is derpy. Ah, yeah. Ah, yeah. Ah, yeah. Oh, man, that was disgusting. I want to throw up. Now, you will see the incantation of Curse Blades did do a lot of damage versus Saurus. This basically turns my Kepler Guard into Spear Kepler Guard. That actually did quite a bit of work. Once again, I will repeat. Debuffs is probably the best debuff spell, maybe even in the game. Okay, Debuffs is really good. All right. I would definitely not write that off, because most of the time you're gonna have units fighting against large units, and then when that happens, you're gonna get hella value. This one is very situational, but like, look at the damage that my Carrion can do. Okay, well, it was earlier in the game. The Carrion did a lot of damage early on versus the big guys. That's terrific. You want me to see yeah, versus strong single entities? Oh, I guess it might just be Jaffs. I don't know. Anyways, if you take a look at my first Carrion summon, they got 400 value. So that means that it probably gave me 200 gold extra, or 1,000 damage. For 5 Winds of Magic, 1,000 damage is not bad. Mundy needs shield next time? Yeah. Yeah, he needs shield next time, man. He definitely needs shield. Situationally, it gave my Ushapti the ultimate punishing maneuver. But yeah, I would take Jaffs most of the time. I quite like that spell. It's one of the spells that you'll see consistent use, I'd say. You also see it a lot in tournaments, which shows that it is indeed good. And that kind of shows that a spell that does like 1,000 damage should be running at the 3 to 5 Winds of Magic price range. All right, so you want to see some buffs? You want to see some buffs? Does Khorne actually have buff abilities though? Does he have buff abilities? I don't think he does, right? Can he get stronger than okay, here Scar Bloodwrath kind of has it, but there's nothing that like really goes for it, right? I guess there's motorbikes. Yeah, Khorne doesn't really have it. Blood Speaker. Does Blood Speaker have buffs? He has a vigor increase. He has a melee attack boost for 25 seconds. He has a heal. He actually has very few. You know what I want to try though? There is something I do want to try. Blood Speaker, Blood Reaper. Okay, yeah, Blood Speaker, Blood Reaper. I'm gonna take Deadly Onslaught because I never take it because it sucks, but we're gonna pretend it doesn't. We're gonna take Deadly Onslaught, Blood Throne. Obviously that's gonna give him a little bit of healing, but I want to get the chunkiest single entities you've ever seen. That's the goal. And then we're just going to buff my infantry and see if they kill things faster. No regen on the Blood Reaper. I can't take it off. It's just a natural part of a Blood Throne. So obviously Khorne, the way that CA is trying to push for, right? They're pushing for Khorne to have a lot of buffs. Oh, perfect vampire counts. A lot of like constant buffs, right? So we have, okay, we obviously don't want the heal. Minus leadership buff, plus melee attack buff. Yeah. Plus vigor. Okay. And he's on a war shrine. Then what we're gonna do, so we have this guy on a motorbike. And he's gonna have an extra eternal blade, which he can cast. Khorne doesn't have damage spells. Oh, he does. He has more dissension even. Khorne's got a lot of weird stuff. And then we go Scar Bloodwrath, right? The reason we go Scar Bloodwrath, extra 5% sunders armor, decreases leadership, crazy bonus versus infantry. And then I want units with really high DPS. Forsaken are really good for that. Exalted Bloodletters are really good for that. Wrathmongers are OP, so I'm not going to take them. I'm going to take a couple Beasts of Khorne. We're going to take a couple Furies, see if they can delete units. A couple Marauders. And then... yeah, we'll try a Chaos Knight. They might actually cook. Alright. Master Mundi. has some great buff spells. Try one lizard round. Sure, sure. I know there is that like Barona's Time Warp. No dogs. Crap, yeah, no dogs. Today truly is a cursed day. Minotaur is already cooked, I guess. Yeah, Minotaur's already cooked. I want to see because like in theory the infantry benefit a lot from, like they should do like double damage. I guess Minotaurs do a lot more DPS. No doggo, yeah. No doggo, I'm going normal cavalry. All right, let's take a look-see. We're gonna take a look-see. We'll see how it goes. All right, all right. So we have Scar Bloodwrath. I can buff him with Wild Abandon. And this guy. Also, this guy readied up early, so I'm gonna ready up early. We also have, that's how you get the Vengeance. Yeah, Eternal Blade. Does this only affect him? I think it only affects him. Still, though, it's gonna make him quite a bit stronger. Plus Deadly Onslaught. In theory, they should be able to kill anything. This wild duo. Alright, here we go. Forsaken on the flanks. Yeah, so he brought the Claw. Okay. He brought the Claw of Nagash. So this should be easy, right? This is single entities versus single entity. And he brought double Mortis. Alright, classic. In a single entity situation, I gotta be careful with these guys. They might just die to cavalry. But I want to bait out a cavalry on the flank if I can. In theory, if I make these guys uber duper strong, then they should just delete the Mortis engine. They also got some leadership debuffs, which is hype. And yeah, we're just never gonna let that do anything. And then we'll see if we can win single entity battles. Also, this guy has an aura that gets stronger the more things die nearby. That increases our weapon strength by 15%. We're looking to see our infantry perform way better than usual. If the infantry just seems like they're doing way better around my lord, then we know that he is cooking. Okay, so we gotta push up here. We got some boys over here, some crypt horrors, sure. It's a foot gorse. I didn't even know he could be on foot. That's kind of crazy. All right, there we go. Motorbike does a lot of damage versus infantry. I should run the motorbike more, honestly. It's pretty good. It's not bad. All right, here we go. Okay, it's kind of getting bogged down. All right, come on, motorbike. It has really good attack animations, I swear. Oh, okay. A skeleton summon. Isn't that just gonna feed my my Mortis engine, though? All right, motorbike is safe. Scarred Bloodwrath's in there. He's not committing just yet with his big boys. Okay, so now we're going to see, how does the Vargulf do? How does the Vargulf do? Is it going to die immediately? So far, it's kind of hard to get on top of it. That's a Wind of Death. Bruh. You can't just Wind of Death my Exalteds. I have eyeballs. You're just gonna do that this ain't campaign? Alright. Power tripping aside. So far, it's going pretty good. The Forsaken are chunking. They're doing damage as usual. But we are about to get our real juicers in. So first things first, we're gonna double buff. And then we're gonna delete this bad boy. That should go pretty well, right? I think Scar Bloodwrath with 66 melee attack versus a single Vargulf should be fine. We've triple capped him. Honestly, okay, yeah, they're landing their hits. The damage isn't like through the roof. We have built up an extra 10% weapon damage, so they do a little bit more on that front. All right. Yeah, so like, you know, now my lord is giving like a constant buff. That's good. And the Vargulf does die. That's pretty solid. That's pretty solid. Okay. And then I'm going to use, instead of the sword, the Blade of Khorne, we're going to use the Horn of Khorne. Right, so that we can kill this Mortis engine a bit faster. So take a look at this. Feast your eyes on this Mortis engine. So you see how much damage it's taking right now, right? Basically none. My lord is almost fully charged now. That's nice. We're gonna charge in with the Scar Bloodwrath. All right. So this is how much damage it's taking right now. All right. It's getting chunked, right? That's how much Scar Bloodwrath hits for, right? Not too much, but if we give it the boost, you will see that they are hitting it slightly more often than before. This is bloody amazing. It's a 9-second boost. Okay, his buff wore off. That was like a solid, like, maybe 1,000 extra damage, I guess. Did anyone notice the boost? It's gone. It's done. There is no more boost. I guess maybe it's his Giver of Furious Glory that's doing well. I'm not sure it did anything, but it's probably OP. I gave him a 40 melee attack increase. A 40 melee attack increase. I find the boost better for infantry than single entities. My infantry has been boosted by 15% the whole time. Yo, I love how every time... Yo, wait, are you guys noticing this? Every time I use buffs on single entities, people are like, I don't know, I think it's better for infantry. Every time I use it on single entity, or every time I use it on infantry, they're like, I don't know, I think it's better for single entities. It always flips. You can never win. You can never win. There's always an out. I can You know what, maybe can I buff it on all my guys? Okay, well, we're gonna buff up Scar Bloodwrath again. There we go. His damage is pretty good. I guess he does kill Gorst. He should be able to delete Gorst right now. Kind of wasted his buffs. Now I shall come. Blood buff spells are always good. All right, here we go. We're gonna... Yeah, so this is buffless Scar Bloodwrath. We know that Scar Bloodwrath deletes Gorok normally. Does he, without his buffs, all right, without his buffs, does he still kill Gorst? Okay, here we go. Now this is Gorsty. This is Scar Bloodwrath unbuffed. He has basically nothing, okay? All he has is a 5% damage increase, and that's it. Does he still dumpster Gorst? He hasn't missed a single hit yet. I don't know. I feel like maybe he needs the buff. Maybe it'll make a big difference. Let's see. Oh crap, Gorst is running. My one counter. Like, he hits 100% of the time regardless. I guess the charge bonus was helping him before. And we all know it's really hard to get charge bonus going. Ah crap, he's countering my buffs. How am I supposed to beat him? Oh my goodness, we just wasted half of our million buff damage. Oh my goodness, Gorst is OP. He has legs. How am I supposed to beat legs? Well, there we go. I guess he did kill him after the buffs were gone. That is nice. What about units that have really high attack speed? Nothing has really high attack speed. Everything attacks about once every 10 seconds usually. You can't really buff that up. All right, I need a palate cleanser. I need a palate cleanser, okay? All right. Oh my goodness. Oh, thank God. Whoo! Oh man, it's been too long. It's been too long, man. I needed that. I needed that real bad. I needed that really bad. Holy crap. Holy crap. All right. Ah, there we go. There we go. All right. It killed. That was 850 gold worth of damage. Well, that was 800 gold worth of damage. Because they're all crumbling now. That was fantastic. No. What you're supposed to say is maybe if you cast it versus single entities, it'll do better. No, that's not what you're supposed to say. What you're supposed to say is like, I don't know, I think it's doing damage. I'm pretty sure that did maybe 1,000 damage if we're optimistic about how good it is. I'm pretty sure. Can we get a few I'm pretty sure's in there? Here's a good ability. Oh, what? Oh, look at these blood beasts of Khorne. Let's give them plus 40 melee attack. Oh yeah, with the horn of Khorne. Maybe if I get 3 horns of Khorne, these blood beasts will do about as much damage. Let's see. Over these 30 seconds. Oh crap, that's BM. I'm not supposed to click that. He's a person. He's actually a person. Don't click the X4 button. That's hella BM. Like I said, yeah, I think if we... Yeah, maybe if I had 2 more horns of Khorne, these infantry would just be straight up dead. I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell though. It's kind of a difficult decision. Like, if you think about it, a Horn of Khorne times 3 is kind of similar to a Sword of Khorne. Like, technically, they kind of died. I needed to send my infantry in there to take damage, but they did die with the help of, like, Giver of Furious Glory, I guess. Like, they do have ward save. The 15% ward save is legitimately pretty spicy. I will give it that, but... Like, damage resist is nice. When people cast damage spells against you, but... Like, are you kidding me? Why would I not just do this? This whole battle. Why would I not just do that? Why would I use a buff spell on infantry when I can just delete them? Why do people say these things are good? I don't know. Do people not know how to left click? Technically, he used Wind of Death and it did 0 damage, so I guess technically, if your opponent is really good at dodging your spells, then maybe. But like, it's pretty easy to set up an undodgeable situation. All right, there we go. There we go. Honestly, obviously my opponent's like, you know, he's newer to multiplayer, right? So like, we're obviously able to abuse him more. Blade of Khorne is not supposed to get that much damage, but like, my goodness. Do you ever stream Immortal Empires? I do a lot of multiplayer I do a lot of single player campaigns. We do challenge campaigns where we like declare war against all the factions. It's a good time. We also do blitz campaigns where I try to paint a large section of the map in like 3 hours. Those ones are pretty good. Though sometimes I run into like a road bump and it kind of screws us over. But yeah. Are defensive buffs more viable usually, or aggressive ones? Technically aggressive ones. So damage resist buffs I find will resist less damage than your aggressive buffs, usually because they don't last as long. So like, this is a little BM, but I'm just gonna... Look, the game's over. If you look at the lore of Nehekara, this has a maximum of 2,000 extra damage if they're sitting in combat and you overcast it. This, for the same price as the overcast, the protection spell, generally caps out at around 1,000 damage resisted. So it's kind of half as effective. There are some situations where you have high priority targets that you want to live, obviously. Give them that, but usually people go for healing. Why doesn't he concede? He's new to the game. He's just enjoying playing with his units. Don't worry about it. Like, there's nothing against it, all right? I got, you know, I can always talk about other stuff. For me, anyone saying this is good is just trolling you in a very complex way. Daikaimine. So hard. I don't know how to say your name, but I've seen people who have legitimately sat me down and been like, Enticity, you don't know what you're talking about. Like literally, like they are willing to sit down and have a long conversation with me. Generally nowadays I try to avoid those conversations, but they're just like, no, man, no. Like, you can stack up the buffs. What are you talking about? You can stack them. Oh god, it's out of region. Needless to say, yeah, see, outer region, yeah, he's trolling. But no, seriously, there's people that are like really hard set on it. You know, I don't know. Anyways, quick crash the game. What other faction did you want to try? We want to try Skaven, right? What factions, 2 to 3, are you recommending for multiplayer beginners? I recommend Khorne. If you want a Khorne build, take as many Wrathmongers as you can. Take a bunch of Chaos Warriors of Khorne. And take Minotaurs. Take as many Minotaurs as you can babysit. If they die, you're doing it wrong. And then you have a pretty easy build. If they're too hard to control, spam Blood Beasts instead. Number 2. I highly recommend you play as Dowie. If you want a ranged faction, spam Longbeards, Dwarf Warriors, and take like 3 Thunderers maximum. If yeah, and then like you can also play Ogre Kingdoms and spam Ogre Bulls. Thunder Tusks are OP right now, so just take 2 of them and win every match. That sounds pretty nice. Oh crap, I'm Ogre Kingdoms. Well, hey, you know what? Here we go. I'm not gonna take Thunder Tusks versus Outer Region. That's just BM. I want to try some other. Is there anything here that'll help versus dwarves? This does not buff armor piercing. This dwarves are not a melee faction, right? It does buff armor piercing, I guess. What do I cascading fire cloak spam? I guess. Maybe it'll surprise me. Maybe it'll surprise me. I'm willing to give it a shot. Finally caught a stream. Hey, nice. Ober, happy to have you here. Yeti time. Yeti's got the debuffs. They have Aura of Frost, reduces melee defense. It's kind of jokes. And then we just give him a big old ogre rush. Now he might box, so we want to have at least like a couple lead belchers. A couple lead belchers in case he mega boxes. We take a lord like Greasus because he has the best buffs. He buffs leadership, he buffs melee defense, decreases melee attack. He even has a rampage. Gives my guys melee attack. Yo, he has the best buff spells in the game. ITP. Bonus versus large. Crazy armor piercing increase. You know what? We're bringing up full Greasus. Yeah. Okay, so now my guys will actually hit the dwarves. Because we have so many melee attack reductions. Then we get anti-infantry ogre bulls. And then we get some anti-infantry. Greasus can solo any dwarf lord, right? He doesn't box. He brings 10 miners and 10 dwarf warriors usually. Well, it is ogres. It's kind of different. Iron guts are really good. Definitely want to take as many of those as I can. Okay, and then 1 Noblar Trapper. Anyway, I can kill all of his flying units, or do they kill my lead belchers? We'll see. Thanks and sorry. Oh, don't be sorry. No, not society. Don't be sorry at all. It is my misplay to make. You should only be sorry if you genuinely think buff spells are good after the stream. If he takes Ungrim, he might lose. No, Ungrim's kind of weak. Ungrim is kind of like, I don't know what it is about him. Like, yeah, he has some anti-large, but maybe he doesn't have a lot of HP. It's Conquest. Yeah, it's Conquest. Here we go. So, best case scenario for this build. Oh yeah, I forgot to add a win. Best case scenario for this build. Whoops, wrong thing. Wrong thing. He goes for a box build, and we get to see if our mass debuffs work. Worst case scenario, he goes for mass range, and we're screwed. Yeah, Ungrim can sometimes refuse to die. I'm not gonna say he's like absolutely terrible, but he's definitely not amongst the top fighter lords. There's a lot of fighty lords that are way scarier. Okay, so if I just do this and get the Yetis mixed in to give their debuffs. We've got good old Greasy boy. He's gonna grease them up. And then I'm gonna spam Cascading Fire Cloak. Did I forget to? Okay, yeah, we have Kindle Flame. So it's going to give a 25% armor piercing increase, melee defense, and it's going to proc Kindle Flame. So that's actually almost like a 50% damage boost. Hell yeah. He brought a Thunder Barge, okay. Alright. Alright, that's kind of a mad lad play. Here we go, here we go. Noblar Trappers are in. All right. Now he shot the javelin at Greasus. That's okay. We're just gonna YOLO in as fast as we possibly can. There we go. There's our ogre charge. Height. Greasus gives some buffs. He's pretty hype. Okay. Then our trappers shoot at that bad boy. Greasus. Buff him up. Give him the goods. There we go. All right. So now all of his guys are rampaged. That should be pretty nice. We routed off his boys. The Thunder Barge is going to kill everything, but maybe we'll be fine. How's Greasus doing? He's up against Thorgrim. Should be able to get some work in there. All right, all right. Let's see, let's see. God, that Thunder Barge kills my my guns so quickly, though. Okay. All right. Now, in theory, right, because we have our buffs, we should be able to win this fight more effectively. Thorgrim's kind of cooking, though. He also has buffs. He also he also brought the goods. Okay, wait. I can't get Thorgrim below half HP, otherwise he's gonna buff up his army, right? Battle of the buff spells. Okay, this is just memeing at this point. All right. Well, you know, maybe I can still just kill him. I'd be down to just kill him. Come on. I'm gonna have another cascading fire cloak on Greasus. There we go. Pretty good. Man, the cooldown on these is so high. Oh my gosh, those guys. The gyrocopters came back. That's rough. I wonder, can I get these guys to rout if I kill everything? Come on, just kill Thorgrim. How debuffed is Greasus? He's not that debuffed. Come on, beat him up. It's a debuff stack versus a debuff stack. Oh my goodness. He won. He won. How could he? He even had fewer units. I stacked Greasus so much. Why didn't his multitude of buffs work? The value difference? Yeah. I feel like Greasus's buffs did like basically nothing. I don't know. I guess I did reduce their melee defense a bit. But like, I don't know. It's buffs versus buffs. So in the end, it's just ogres versus dwarves, and ogres versus dwarves does not check out. Also, dang, these guys do not kill anti-air, do they? They really had a rough time. All right, well, that was fun. All right. Honestly, I feel like it could have done a little bit better. Greasus feel like he didn't do much. It just doesn't give you a tipping point. I don't know. All right, here we go. We're gonna try Vampire Coast next. You have the higher buff slash debuffs. You also bought a Thunder Barge, though. You bought a Thunder Barge? That's not a buff and debuff. It kind of just traded my guns, though. Honestly, you had fewer money on the ground than I did. You had less money on the ground, and you still came out on top. And also, those Slayer Pirates are pretty spooky, but here's the play. I'm going to try Spiteful Shot. I'm going to try Fog of the Damned for my Depth Guard so they live longer. And that's it. Yeah, that's the build. All right, here we go. So Spiteful Shot's an interesting one. It increases your accuracy. That's basically it. Queen Bess. Sure. We'll try Queen Bess. We'll try a Carronade. It also gives magic. Yeah, it's magic damage and hella accuracy. So typically, your guns are not very accurate, and that makes them kind of sus. If I do this time, then maybe it works out. Maybe I can get a bunch of these guys. It's Warriors of Chaos. Obviously, we want the Bomber Corps. Infantry spam's always the way to go. If you're playing Vampire Coast, it's just kind of a thing you got to do. I said I want the Depth Guard to use the fog to see how well it keeps my guys alive. And then we get some doggos, and then we're set. This is also an extremely cheap Silostra. Oh, I forgot to take my Cav summon. Am I really gonna run summons though? Summons kind of suck. They don't actually suck. It's extremely meta on Silastro, but this is a test out everything type of day. We're testing out all the things. You know what? More handgunners. If we're gonna go for Spiteful Shot, I might as well go down swinging. Sure. Queen Bess might hit 3 shots with the buff. The thing is, Queen Bess gets easier to dodge when you do that. The more accurate Queen Bess is, the easier it is to dodge it. So I'm a little bit worried about that. But if we have to shoot artillery with Bess, it would be pretty hilarious to see Spiteful Shot just nail it. Go a melee Empire build. I gotta do the Lore of Rust. I mean the Lore of Metal. And Searing Doom. Yeah, I gotta go Plague of Rust. Because I'm pretty sure Plague of Rust is going to hard carry me here. I'm pretty sure we can get some pretty crazy work in with that. And then maybe we can get like some 6 snipes with my range units if we Plague a unit. The thing is, they still have to be pinned down. And like maybe I take a net too. That's what Turin did. He went Gelt and a Lightcaster for a net plus Rust. I think that is a solid combo. That's like a totally delete a unit with Huntsman type of situation. Is he ready? Did he see me ready up earlier? Well, on Death Pass, that's a pretty fun map for Queen Bess, actually, because you can jam yourself in the corner and not get counter-artilleried. Technically, you can do the same thing, too, though, versus my cannons. Any moment now. Any moment now, and we're set. There we go. Let's go. All right. So we're going to see how good Spiteful Shot is. Accuracy plus 90 is one of the most vague things in the entirety of Warhammer. Not even I know exactly what plus 90 entails. But I think Zurkovich does. I think he did some tests like a long time ago. But apparently it's going to give me accuracy plus 90. So we're gonna turn off Fire at Will on the Bessie. Gonna park her right there. And then we're just going to see how he does. Alright, maybe it will blast Queen Bess into the accuracy heaven. Or it's just gonna suck. We'll see. 90 is somewhere between 100 and 80. Do we have a plus 100 accuracy? I think plus 90 is one of the highest. We gotta see where it hits. I hope he has a Hell Cannon. And then we get to see how it does. And magic damage, true. So it's better versus demons. 20% better, actually. Actually, it's close to like 25% better than what you would usually expect versus demons, because usually it's 80. 80 plus 25% is 100. So there's that. Does it have a long cooldown or something? Pretty sure if the enemy dodges, the accuracy doesn't matter. Outer region, how dare you? Technically, you can't dodge with artillery. So there's that. That is a thingamabob that you can do. And he might not dodge. He might not dodge. All right, 6. So onwards we go. It's a classic just march up situation. All right. Obviously, this artillery piece, Spiteful Shot, we can make it last a minute. So I'm going to buff up the cannons and give them near perfect accuracy. Then we're just going to shoot them with Queen Bess. Old school style. Okay. There we go. Now, if he doesn't dodge, he's gonna lose all his horsemen. Dang it. So close. I have a... no, this wasn't slow. Okay. The cannon's being accurate is pretty hype, though. He has a cold. All right. Nice. How dare he? How dare he dodge? And why can't I position my troops here? That's weird. All right, well, at least that's going all right. What do I want? It's Marauders and Aspiring Champions. So we're going to go for the Depth Guard and use our Fog here to kill everything. Let's just, yeah, those are normal Chaos Warriors. My artillery piece is they're now out of line of sight. So that's going to reduce our effectiveness, but maybe I can get one last volley in on Sigvald before we lose accuracy. Dang it, he's dodging. How dare he? All right, we still got a hit. Hey, and Queen Bess hit the warriors without spiteful shot. Sick. Okay, well, Sigvald's just going to die. I believe we just kill Sigvald here. There we go. Nice. Now, my guns aren't that accurate. I would spiteful shot them, but it's on cooldown. There we go. He's getting slowed. That's good. Okay, here we go. Spiteful shot on the guys that are about to get burning headed. Great. All right, here we go. And now this is plus 90 accuracy guns. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Actually pretty accurate if you look at it. It's oh crap, dodged with my depth guard into the thing. It actually is legitimately fairly accurate. It is nothing to scoff at for sure. But yeah, Sigvald's just gonna get gunned to death, I believe. He doesn't have magic attacks. Silostra has armor piercing, so that should be pretty jokes. What the doggos? He has doggos in the back line. I have doggos in the back line. All right, how's Siggy doing? He's routing. Hell yeah, let's go. All right. It's cooking. We're cooking. We're actually cooking them. Who would have guessed? Okay, so he trades his doggos out. I just gotta finish off Sigvald here. The bombs are doing great. Where's my cannons? My cannons just snipe Sigvald. That would be the best case scenario. I'd love that. Okay, nice. We're chasing off his doggos. Siggy is gonzos. It's hella gonzos. There's another burning head. Can we get dodge? All right. If Sigvald comes back, I'm gonna spiteful shot his face. I'm gonna spiteful shot my artillery piece so that it can actually hit him up. So far, my doggos have done great. Good stuff. He's getting some nasty burning heads, but it's not enough. Sigvald's back. Make the cannons accurate. Okay. So in theory, the cannons should be pretty good at hitting him. Oh my gosh, he got domed. He got absolutely domed. He's routing again. One more, and then he's permagon. Hell yeah. All right, sick. Let's wheel this bad boy around. And then we're just gonna shoot up a cold now. And the cannon's just gonna finish off Siggy. A cold's gonna get shot up. Nice. Don't want my doggos to get hit there. Yep, a cold's going down. Nice, nice, nice. And the cannons have successfully killed Siggy. Great success. Can I dodge that burning head? Nope. It's not the worst. It's not the worst. Look at that. We got a point back too. He burning headed his own units. That's the problem with burning head. Burning head will burning head will kill your own units. That's yeah, that's the moral of the story. All right, nice. So we're gonna fog the Forsaken so my depth guard don't take damage, and then we're just gonna see how that cooks. And then yeah, and we're gonna kill these aspiring champions. Couple cannon shots. Queen Bessie has done more than enough now. Yeah, you see that fog? You see how much damage my depth guard are still taking? It would have been more if it wasn't for the fog. All right, it would have been more. All right, sick. Hell yeah. It could have been more. You can't dispute that. Okay, no matter what you say, you can't dispute that. Let's see here. All right, let's get these guys in. I will say the spiteful shot's kind of jokes. It does make your guys really accurate. The thing is, you really need accuracy in this game most of the time. Not really. But if you can find a situation where you just want really accurate handgunners, that's what you do. Burning Head doesn't discriminate, yeah. Alright, so Aspiring Champion should go down pretty hard here. Yeah, because like you see how against infantry most of their shots are hitting anyways? It's one of the bigger problems. My depth guard, you know, they did live probably because of the Fog of the Damned. If it wasn't for it, the depth guard probably would have died. If I had to guess. Alright, they probably would have died. Now, I'm not going to say an Invocation of Nahek would do equally as well, but Silostria doesn't have access to Nahek. So, there's that. There is that. The cannon sniped Sigvald. I repeat, the cannons did snipe Sigvald. Okay, we're gonna get triple cap now. A Cold is finally chased off, right? We still have that far capture point. I think he's about to run out of units. That's pretty nice. No way I save those guys against a charge. I will say Aspiring Champions hold for a while. Pretty spooky. What's he bought? Some Marauders, not a problem. I think we win if I can just get a triple cap for half a second. We might even win on a double cap. We'll see. We've killed his blood beasts. Amazing. All right. And then we routed off his Aspiring Champion. Solid, solid. All right. Now, where do I want to use my buff spells? In what situations can we use these spells to get value right now? I don't really have much. That I really want to use it against just yet. You think shotguns on maximal range, this accuracy spell could increase their damage? Do they still have a shotgun spread though? I would assume that their spread is the same. If it actually makes it a tighter spread, then it would be interesting. Artillery? On the cannons? What are the cannons gonna shoot at? There's like nothing. Am I really gonna waste like 4 or 6 winds of magic for the artillery to get a slightly better hit on like 10% HP Marauders? That doesn't check out. I could use the fog. You know what? The fog might be good. I'm gonna use the fog. We're gonna decrease their leadership and melee attack, so my dogs don't take as much damage. That's not bad. That's not bad. I can also give them I could give them some buffs. I could give them magic attacks if we ever run into anything with physical resist. Dodge, Silostria, dodge. Hell yeah. It also reduces leadership, so it routed off the Forsaken a bit faster. Genuinely, the leadership part is probably the best about it. And you know, the dogs only took a bit of damage. Now, they still took damage despite me using my expensive magic for a spell, but such is life. GG. Fog the dogs. All right, so yeah, it was all right. I think the spiteful shot on the cannons for Sigvald is kind of a funny tech. I think it's better if you're just sniping artillery. That's the only time I think you really want to use it. I never really found a situation where Queen Bess does super well. But, you know. It was okay. 3 dogs to 2 Forsaken, and they only lose like 10 doggos. Sounds nice. Well, it was 1 Forsaken, 1 Marauder, and the Forsaken was really injured. The fog probably did help a decent amount for HP wise. Probably not as much as in the Heck. Definitely not as much as an Invocation of Nahek, but that kind of works. All right, here we go. It's time for a proper buff spell. I think I've demonstrated a lot of the lower tier buff spells that no one really uses. I want to show you something real nice, people. Gelt, Plague of Rust. We're also going to take Glittering Robe for the memes. Alright, he's playing Greenskins. Now, take a look-see. Feast your eyes on this, people. Okay. If also metal shifting buffs my base weapon damage by 12%, which is not very much, but I'll take it. If I Plague of Rust a unit, my Huntsman will absolutely delete it. My Cavalry can also win any fight that they take against against such shenaniganry. Same with the Free Company Militia. Free Company Militia will also delete everything that has armor. You know what? It's so good. It's so good. I'm gonna take a second Metal Mage. That's how good the spell is, okay? Double Plague of Rust. And then everything is non-armor piercing. Yeah, this is jokes, actually. I kind of like this. So it's a non-armor piercing build, and the only way I can pierce armor is Plague of Rust. Will it cook? Will it blend? We'll see. Double Metal Mage is crazy. Yo, I'm gonna get some hella value with this. Plague of Rust is so cheap and does so much extra damage when you overcast it. Like these range units, all of these units are going to do like double damage basically. So if he brings any number of black orcs, we'll be fine. No gunners is crazy. Yeah, I know, right? So debuffs better than buffs? No, Plague of Rust is better than buffs. If I had to make a buff tier list, a buff debuff tier list, Plague of Rust would probably be S tier. Maybe not S tier. Maybe like S minus tier. It's been outclassed by Searing Doom a lot recently, despite being one of the better buff spells. All right, here we go. So, I have loads of cavalry. We're gonna go real wide. He has fewer units than me. Beautiful. All right, and then we're just gonna put our spearmen in the gaps so that they can push on in and save my units if I need them. Kind of a janky formation, but whatever. And then look at this, double Plague of Rust. So anything that he has that's armored, I really hope he has black orcs, but based on his unit count, probably not. I have almost 2,000 units here. Control and down, by the way, changes your formation like that. Great if you want to make them wider or thinner. All right, here we go. Plague of Rust, Dragon's Breath. Yeah, that's a classic. All right, here we go. Here we go. Any moment now. There we go. All right, sick. He has some orc boys. He has some elite cavalry. Dang it. Does he have any armor? Savage orc boar boys. He has no armor. This man makes me sad. He has savage orcs. It's all savage orcs. Well, technically, if he doesn't have armor, shouldn't these guys just do 1,000,000 damage to him? I guess they should, right? You know what? Glittering robe. I don't know. Sure, why not? Maybe if I give them 160 armor, they won't take damage from these guys. It's kind of working. All right, sure. Just gonna charge my free company in here. Let's see here. Oh, I guess there's Grom. There's Grom the Paunch. He has a lot of armor. I can probably exploit that. How's this fight going? Pretty good. You know, the glittering robe actually, I don't know how much it did in the end. But we got a route. That's solid. And I got a swift cav charge here. All right, you see this Grom? You see this Paunch over here? You see how he has 100 armor? Plague of Rust. And watch as his flesh melts. Tell me Flaming Sword does more damage than this. Tell me Flaming Sword does more. Because you'd be wrong, okay? That just chunked half of his HP like nothing. With like a couple volleys. That was actually insane. That was actually pretty fast too. It kind of came out of nowhere. That's what I'm talking about, okay? If you wanna get your value, you gotta do those shenanigans. Alright, now it's still not over yet. Grom lived, unfortunately. Gonna have to pull these guys back. We're gonna have to use our cav to save my boys that are all routing right now. I can give them 1,000,000 armor, sure. That's actually gonna make him hold for like quite a while, right? And then we just use our cav to clean up his forces. That was a lot of damage. Yeah, that was actually a situation, right? Where a debuff was actually useful. Who would have guessed? It's Plague of Rust, people. Every time people ask me what are the actual good buff spells, I always bring up Plague of Rust because a Flaming Sword would not be quite as good. It would be a little bit better because he is weak to fire. But like, screw weak to fire, right? You're turning your non-armor piercing units into crazy DPS. Yo, wait, that glittering robe actually made these guys last a while. Yo, glittering robe is kind of jokes, I'm not gonna lie. It's a little bit expensive to overcast. It's 10 winds of magic. I think the damage, direct damage, is still better. But it's not the worst. It's not the worst. Hey, look at that. Yo, I'm gonna give him another focus fire. Everyone, all hands on deck. We have a Paunch to annihilate. Plague of Rust is also a really long-lasting spell. Flaming Sword doesn't last 44 seconds. So if he has to disengage, it's quite a while. And we're gonna get all of our guns here, or all of our range units. Unfortunately, they can't get line of sight, but it lasts so long. It lasts 44 seconds. They just have to shoot, dang it. Okay, well, that's just line of sight issues, isn't it? It still has 15 seconds, I guess. Okay, you know what? I'll reset it. Get another Plague of Rust in. We'll shoot him soon enough, okay? Come on, you got this. There's a volley, and it whiffs. Oh my goodness. Yeah, and even despite being pretty good here, it was still kind of janky. Can we get one volley? Holy crap, what are these line of sight issues? Yo, look at this though. Look at this. We're looking at 85 armor huntsmen. The damage they take against these wolf riders is nothing. Look at that, they're taking 20 damage at a time. Grom is still Plague of Rusted. Yo, 44 seconds is the money. Look at that, he died to a cavalry charge because he has no armor. It's pretty sick. It's pretty sick. You gotta admit, okay? It's pretty jokes. It's pretty jokes. I still would rather have Searing Doom if my opponent's blobbing up cavalry. But it is undisputable that Plague of Rust is probably one of the best debuff spells because it lasts long and gives you 1,000,000 damage. I'm gonna clip that. I'm gonna clip it. I'm gonna call the video like one of the only good buff spells or something. All right, here we go. Pull away, turn and fire. We'll give him a little love tap. By the way, you can stack it. You see that? You can stack Plague of Rust to make it even more effective. So if you're dealing with something with ludicrous armor, having the double mage can work out pretty well. Oh yeah, look at that damage. Holy crap. That was 4 units of really beat up infantry. Now That's what you want to use. Yeah, 40-second buffs and debuffs is what you want. That was crazy. Obviously, I out-microed his cavalry. Oh, yeah, he had Savage Orcs only, man. The BM. We still killed Grom, though. That was solid. Plus, Flaming Swords needs all of your missiles to be bunched up. Also true. Flaming Sword requires a lot. All right. Is there anything else you want me to test, guys? I think I have time for one more test, and then, like, I promised a shorter stream today. We actually went a little bit overtime. What do you guys want to see? We finally found a good buff spell, and it's the one I've been talking about since forever. Heavens. Want a Heavens caster? Nurgle. I think Heavens is better. You know what? I'll do Nurgle. And then we're gonna go damage reflect, right? Let's see here. So if I take myself a Demon Prince, what do we got here? Maybe a Herald. We'll take a Herald. We'll take ooh, okay. Miasma of Pestilence is actually, it's only 21 seconds. Curse of the Leper. Your melee lord is better, the Chaos Lord. Ah. Yeah, we're gonna try Curse of the Leper. Okay, you know what? Chaos Sorcerer Lord of Nurgle. Curse of the Leper. Obviously Children of Nurgle. Arcane Conduit. I'm going to kill him by having him kill me. Okay, this is the only way to do it. So I'm actually going to take extra Chaos Sorcerers. Okay. And you know what? If 2 Plague of Rust looks good, surely Curse of the Leper looks good if you take more of it, right? This is gonna suck. All right, and now I just need units that will take damage. Okay, Plague Bearers for days, right? Get Nurglings for days. It's literally it's just going to be nothing that actually does damage. It's just Curse of the Leper. Look, Plague of Rust looked so good, right? Plague of Rust looked like amazing. Plague of Rust looked freaking amazing. Oh, Furies, yeah, Furies die really good. Okay, here we go. More Marauders, yeah, because like Curse of the Leper will kill everything, just like Plague of Rust did, right? Ooh, dogs die really quickly. That's a good one. Okay, and then maybe a couple single entities just in case. All right. Here we go. That's crazy, gang. Yeah, 3 mages. 3 mages. There's no way this doesn't work. All right, here we go. Ooh, I should have gone for Epidemius. He also has damage reflect, but let's just see it, okay? In theory, this should do well. I think bringing regular Chaos Lord because he has damage reflect. Oh, I see. Well, I missed that one. It's fine though. I want to see the spell specifically. I live for Enticity meme builds. If he brings elite units, there's actually a chance we might be able to kill them with Curse of the Leper if we do it just right. Because it's kind of hard to notice sometimes. Speed and armor debuffs are good. Yeah, but the speed debuffs don't reduce it by that much. So like if you get 100 speed vultures trying to catch 65 speed cavalry, they just can't catch them because they're flying, trying to chase a landed unit. So it's not the greatest unless you stack speed debuffs and basically net them. This is why people run nets instead of speed debuffs. Nets are just way better. Is Winds of Magic always the same in multiplayer? Indeed. At least I think so. Pretty sure they standardized it. We should combine the Tzeentch War Shrine with buff spells for 100% spell intensity. I already did that, Obese Chicken. With my scribes, my blue scribes. It was sick. You did it with damage spells though? I did it with buff spells also, thank you very much. And some of them looked okay. The fabled max intensity flaming sword, did I get that? I do remember playing what? I did use Flaming Sword to try, I think it was Empire Flaming Sword, and we tried to kill Khorne's Lord. And it did like nothing. The base is always okay and bringing casters works, but you never go infinite. Yeah, you can't get infinite Winds of Magic. Winds of Magic, I think, what, you have like 60 or something? It's like 60, 50 something Winds of Magic. Oh my goodness. This guy's poor computer, man. I've played on a laptop before. I know the pain. So I'm not gonna BM. Okay, so here's the idea, right? Literally nothing can kill these Nurglings. Because, because whatever it does is just gonna take a million damage from Curse of the Leper, right? What's it gonna do? Shoot me to death? Impossible. So we got Curse of the Leper. Its range is 200 meters. That's quite generous. And then I'm going to try YOLOing Furies into him. Because Furies do pretty good damage on the charge. They take a load of damage. So with extra armor and they're reflecting 14 damage a pop, that should make them OP? Question mark? Buffs / debuffs are best used on cavalry and against single entities, I guess. Yeah, Lebaster. No, we did that already, actually. We actually did that. It isn't. The answer is no. Buffs and debuffs are only good if the spell is good. That is the only be-all, end-all conclusion. Because against single entities, they just run away. Right? Unless they're sitting there and taking damage to the face for no reason, it's not gonna work, right? And it hasn't ever swung a losing fight into a winning fight yet. Which is a little rough. He has Drowswrath. Yeah, you see this spell? This is an insane spell. Flames of Asgore. At least we can shoo these guys off. Maybe I can get the Curse of the Leper on my doggos here. Is he on skirmish mode? Oh, he's booking it. He's booking it. All right, well, that's nice. It's nice. I'm gonna get that capture point at least. All right, well, I guess we just push into his face and hope for the best. Are you kidding me? Really gonna do it? Overcast doubles it. Overcast will double the effectiveness. Doesn't have a lot of melee units, but you never know. Yeah, there we go. That's what I want. I want the Kadai to show up. Okay, here we go. We got a chance. So we have Kadai. We're gonna send them in, and we'll see how that pans out. We got the capture point. That's good. We're gonna bring in our curse dudes to crush it. Oh yeah, here we go. Number one, they just got the charge off. Okay, look at the damage on these Chaos Dwarf Warriors. Look at it. Look at it. Holy crap. Holy moly. Jeez Louise. It's happening. They're getting damage reflected. They're going down. It did like, I don't know, 1,000 damage, I guess. How about these guys? What if I do some of that action? On the toads? Kadai charge? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. We're cooking with fire now. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Is it doing anything? The Kadai aren't even taking damage. How long does this thing last? 4 more seconds? I guess I'll normal cast it on the toads. You know, it did do a quarter damage to the Kadai on the overcast, admittedly. They got the charge on them and then it did some damage. In the end, what else could one ask for? It increased their armor. That's pretty high. All right, here we go. Plan B. Plan B. Sack the Furies. Okay, look at this. Boom. 30 seconds. Look at that damage. Holy crap. It's actually chunking. It's actually chunking. Dang, look at that. I do have to sacrifice a whole unit of Furies, but those Kadai actually just took like a quarter HP damage. Can I normal cast it too to double stack it? Look at that armor. 115 armor Furies. Yo, they just routed the hobgoblins. Okay, that's actually kind of jokes. It actually cooked. Was it worth it? Was it worth just losing an entire unit of Furies for that? Like, no, but I guess I routed off these guys. I used like what, 17 winds of magic to rout off some infantry and hurt some Kadai. Like, it definitely did something. That's it's true. If you go on Reddit, you notice a lot of players judge unit strength based on how bad or good the AI is against facing it. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of how it works most of the time. Let's see here. All right, well, that went pretty well. That went not bad. Let's see here. I have more Curse of the Leper over here. I gotta get my units engaged, though. You know, we are kind of bogging them down. I got more toadies. Got more toads over here. Oh, God, no. No, not the damage spell. Joke's on you with friendly fires. Haha, and I dodged. You see how bad damage spells are? He actually just did damage to himself, if you look at it. It's actually kind of suck, if you think about it. Here, let's buff their damage reflect now that they got some Kadai on them. These guys are charging on in, so they should get a decent amount of working. Just bringing in more Wolf Riders, okay. I guess we'll just get some more Nurglings over here. Just stall him up forever. That's the play, right? All right, sick. Yeah, vortex spells and stuff. I don't know why people say buff spells are good though, right? That's the one thing that doesn't check out. Why do they say buff spells are good if it sucks so much in campaign? Also, did this guy crash or did I crash? Yep. There we go. The PC's chugging. There we go. Nice, nice, nice. Woo, almost lagged out. Oh, if this Iron Demon charges something, the next time it charges my infantry, I'm totally gonna leper it. Oh, here, look at this. Look at this. Charge it. Oh, yeah, there we go. I did like 200 damage with that. That's huge. You guys just see that? That was 200 damage. Insanity. Actual insanity. That was a lot worse than I thought it was going to be. I've seen some setups where you can get it to work. That was indeed not the setup where it works. As it turns out, that did not work, unfortunately. That went a lot worse than I thought it was gonna go. I'm not gonna lie. That went a lot worse. Everything works in campaign. Joke's on you. I'm pretty sure I could show a situation where buff spells did not work that well in campaign. Although some would if you just get all your ammunition off. You know, we are almost winning this. We are almost winning this. Very nearly. I will say, you're spamming a lot of dudes that are kind of ineffective. Like, these skirmishers aren't the best exactly. Although they are actually getting a little bit of work, and maybe I'm wrong. We'll see, we'll see. The toads are actually kind of working his double hero squad there. That's kind of spooky. If I can get one dog here, we're fine. So I don't have to worry about that. He's trying to capture the back point. Doesn't matter. There we go. We got the doggos. Doggos online and operational. Don't let them cap the point. That's another big spell. Get the toads out of there, man. Get the toads out. Spooky. There we go. There's another capture. We've almost triple capped him. That's height. Hey, you know, maybe I can just stall him for the rest of the game. He hasn't had the best use of his damage spells so far. I think that's kind of been working him good. So he's also been summoning in a lot of skirmishers and such, and I just have mass infantry, which is naturally going to do pretty well. Ooh, another Curse of the Leper on these guys. Look at that Hobgoblin sneaky get damage. Dang, that actually picked up. It actually picked up. It's not as good as a Blight Boil. It's not as good as a Blight Boil, but it did definitely do damage. A notable amount of damage. If they nerf spells by another 50%, I think it will actually start to be pretty spicy. What else can I get? Some Plague Bearers, right? Get a heal over here. Iron Demon is a menace. Iron Demons are spooky. Okay. Oh, this is another good opportunity. Look at this. We can leperize these guys soon. Yeah, so if we leper them, look at these hobgoblins. He pulled back. He learned the counter. He pulled back. What a Chad. Oh my god. My opponent's actually a god amongst men. I can't believe it. It was that easy. Wow. Wow. Amazing plays such as not attacking the unit that reflects damage. Holy moly. I've been defeated. I'm too weak. Oh my gosh, what was that? Come on, at least give it to me, man. At least just give me give me one W with these spells, I swear. Yeah, I'm starting back my spell series again, so we actually will be doing some extensive testing with spells. So do look forward to that. Do look forward, yeah. It is in the works. It's just that it takes a lot of time to get tests that I'm happy with. So we kind of run into the situation where it's like I'm just testing and testing and testing. But I'm pretty happy with the video series as it's progressing right now. Keep an eye out. How do you buy Warhammer? Just get Warhammer 3. That's basically all you need. You only need Warhammer 3. Yeah, you only need Warhammer 3. And Warhammer 3 is definitely the best one to get. The other ones, other versions are kind of obsolete at this point. So you can kind of pass on them. Interesting. So he's going real hard on this flank. Doggo time. Here we go. We got the dogs for days. And then we just stop him. Oh, I can steal this point easy peasy. While he's fighting my guys here, we just muck him up. Use our Furies to shut down the boys. Get the Beast of Nurgle in there. Start spamming me some more doggos. Okay, he's really going hard on that. Screw that business. I'm going for this one instead. We're taking this capture point. Oh, this is going to be a tight one. This is going to be very tight, actually. I don't have my Lord anymore, which is kind of rough. We're out of damage reflect, so we can't kill the Kadai anymore with that. Unfortunate times are upon us. I'm just gonna save up Nurglings to take that far point later. I think we can manage to do that. And then if I just pull all the boys onto here, then we should be okay. The Nurgling spam. Oh yeah, here we go. He's not gonna see it coming, right? There we go. All the Nurglings abound. And then I just gotta steal this point. If I can steal this, we're so set. We're so set. Slow them down. I love how this increases based off of spells, abilities, and contact phase effects. This is how much of my army ability I built up by using the damage reflect. That's kind of sad. Kind of sad. Can I steal it? Can I steal the point? He has Kadai on it. Crap. I'm gonna have to defend home point then. Oh my goodness. What a terror in the night this guy is. Look at him. My guys are crumbling. He defended home point. That's bad. We are going to be able to capture this maybe. And we should be able to kill his fast boys. I think if we manage to take this one, we'll be okay. I guess this also builds up. Oh, wait, no, this has been building up from like just taking damage, right? Okay, never mind. My bad. I misrepresented buff spells. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, we're hunkering down. We gotta hunker down on this point. I need the double cap too. Come on, come on. Nurglings are capturing this one very quickly. Okay. All right, there we go. There we go. We're taking it. I only have 1 point left though. He's taking this. That's bad. That's no bueno. Am I winning capture rate there? No, not at all. Oh god. Okay. All right. Yeah, Warhammer 3 is very cheap. Very, very cheap. I think I have a what's it? I should have a link somewhere to like a code that you can use to get Warhammer on crap, I forget what the site's called. I forgot what the site's called. Oh god. Yeah, I have like a mini sponsor. It's an affiliate link. Anyways, it's not that important though. Just find wherever it's cheapest. And then you'll be fine. Fanatical? Yeah, it was on Fanatical, yeah. It was on Fanatical. Slow him down. Don't let him get on the point. Yeah, if I capture this, I think we actually win it. Oh, he brought the capture weight back. What the crap? How'd he do that? Now I gotta bring in more Nurglings and such. Oh my goodness. You're kidding me. He got on it. Can I get some doggos on? As long as you target fire. Instant gaming. On Steam it's $23.99. Yeah, just go wherever it's cheapest. Steam is usually on the more expensive side than the websites that have keys. Most of them are legit because they just buy keys in bulk to get it nice and cheap. Ah, crap. Did we lose this? Maybe I should have just hunkered down on this point. If I can steal this back though, like the Nurglings are great for stealing points. Come on, Nurglings. Pull it together. I routed off another unit. The doggos will get here way faster if I pull them through here. Crap, he still has capture weight? How about over here? He's summoning a lot of Kadai. If I steal it, we're fine. We won it. Okay. We just gotta steal the point. There we go. We routed off his doggos. We're back on the capture race. Come on, all hands on deck. Slow him down. We have a couple plague bearers. I can route off another unit. Another dog's here. Hype. The doggy swarm. Come on, doggy swarm. You got this. There's no way he can defeat the doggos. Doggos are king. Doggos are the best. There we go. There's another dog. If I just keep routing off his skirmishers, we will eventually get it. His heroes are crushing it though. On the capture weight. Dang, the dog's tearing up his skirmishers though. Jeez, this is the closest fight ever. He sent in his range units. What a guy. All right, can I kill his Castellan maybe? We have another dog. We have another dog on the point. Come on, Nurglings. Crap, he wins on one capture. He wins on 2 though. Crap. Oh, we lost. We lost. How goes the buffing? It's kind of sucked. It's kind of really bad. It's kind of really bad. It's really rough. I can't make it work, man. Oh man, I got dogged. I got doggoed. He got the wolves. Wolves better than dogs. All right, well, I think I'm happy with that testing. I'm happy with that testing. These spells suck. I don't know what to say. All right, I tried everything, man. Manscaped. I tried everything. I went for the single entities. I went for I went for the damage reflect. Really, the only thing that had any showing was Gelt's Plague of Rust, because it lasts 44 seconds. That's basically it. But I really don't think we can do better. I really do not. We tried everything, okay? I gave it the best shot I could. We did see if like, you know, the Ushopti range buff and the anti-large buff for Tomb Kings did do okay though. You know what? Let's just do a quick show off of the spells that I think are actually good. All right, take a look here. I tried out a bunch. The ones that you want are ones like Plague of Rust. Lasts a really long amount of time, reduces armor so you do almost double damage. That one is a solid one. Glittering Robe is middle of the ground. I would rank it maybe as good as, like, you know, the Incantation of Protection, because it lasts a really long amount of time. But it's not like an A tier, like, you know, it's like a B plus tier spell. If you want A to S tier spells, you take this. Debuffs. If your opponent just lets you shoot them for 20 seconds, you take Patraz for the reload skill reduction. This gives you almost double damage. And the melee attack, melee defense buffs don't last long enough to have an effect. We tried it out with the Greenskins. We tried the Wa. Fists of Gork and Here We Go are fun, but they don't compete versus Brain Burster, because the damage they do is not all at once. It's very slow, so the leadership tends to hold. And yeah, it didn't feel that great. And you're not killing single entities by buffing up your infantry or cavalry. And in the case where you do want to kill single entities, like with the Lore of Hashut, with Ash Storm and Flaming Sword of Ruin and extra fire damage, you know, proccing the extra, you know, weakness to fire. If they run away, it's completely useless. If they stay in combat, it will do some damage though. I think that's basically it. Buff spells tier list. We've more or less given it. It's the same reason I'm not going to run Acquiescence ever, because Pavane is just way, way stronger. And I think I rest my case. Enjoy the rest of the day, people. I'm going to go ahead and raid Battlesea, because why not? He did technically raid me in my last stream. So let's just do that. Battlesea. Battlesea. Did he end his stream? Oh wait, no, not Battlesea. My bad, wrong one. Mercy the Mad. Battlesea actually hasn't been around for a while, has he? There we go. We're gonna raid Mercy the Mad. Enjoy the rest of your day, people. And have a good one. I'll be streaming, what? Today's Friday. Probably won't be streaming tomorrow. We'll see. I think I do need to take a break to actually make my spell series where we compare different spells and see how they do. Yeah. Alright, so Mercy the Mad. So much setup when you're multi-streaming. Raid channel. Search Mercy the Mad. Start the raid. Complete the raid. Send everybody over. I won't be joining you. I gotta do stuff. See ya, see ya. Thank you for the stream. Thank you for watching, man. Thank you for watching, guys. Happy to have you here.